Hello. Hello. Hi. Hi, Santoro. Hi, no sleep. Oh, thank you, Elzor. I appreciate it. Hi, Bellenry, Katala, Race Runner, Tono, Toad, and Rose, and Zali. Okay, so... Ow, creamy! Hi, fat boy. Hi, Audie. Okay, first things first. All hail today's true fan, Audie. Thank you once again for being the true fan of the stream. Everyone else can leave now, right? That's how this works. All hail. Sorry, it's only gonna be one hand. I put on a wrist brace, and the wrist brace is stopping me from my right hand from being detected. See? I'm holding both hands out right now, but the other one keeps, the tracking keeps getting lost because it doesn't know what my hand is doing. Alright, so has anyone gotten it twice yet? You missed the start of the last one. Fewis, I think? Fewis has gotten it twice. I'm not sure if Stick has gotten it twice yet. I'm strapping it. Phantom hand, yeah, so it's only gonna be left-handed today. And I realized last night as we were playing that Ace Attorney lets you play it with one hand. Like... is that significant? Being able to play the game with one hand only. Hi, Dragon Phoenix. So let me tell you guys what's new with me. I woke up today at 7:30 in the morning to go to the doctor. I got my doctor's appointment moved up, as I said, and I got blood work done today. I am 7:30. I know. Yeah, it sucked. I'm actually really tired. I'm tired. Blood work. Yeah, it's like a blood panel. Do you know what I'm talking about? It's like blood test. And it turns out that I'm very, very, very slightly anemic. So it could be that I was more anemic in the last couple of weeks. And maybe that's why I was so tired. So we're gonna I'm gonna eat some vitamin C. I'm gonna eat some spinach, I think. I'm gonna eat some spinach. What else has iron in it? Red meat. I've been trying to cut down on... Actually, honestly, I used to eat a lot more red meat. And I cut a lot of it out of my diet because I wanted to be healthy, because red meat is not that healthy, right? So I wonder if that could have hurt it as well. Dr. Oso proposed the possibility that my growths, which I have not named yet, I've been thinking about naming them, but I have not decided to name them yet because it's lingering in the back of my mind. If they kill me, it won't be funny anymore. So maybe I shouldn't name them. She mentioned that they could bleed, and then name one after chat. I don't know if I want to. Yeah, she mentioned that one of them could bleed or something, and then it could cause anemia. Anyway, you guys want to play Ace Attorney? You're overdue for your annual blood test. You should get one. Go and take care of yourself. Get your physical. Apart from that, I'm in amazing health. Theoretically. All my other blood panel stuff came back really good. I eat healthy, we cook at home, obviously, and I do not exercise, but I think about it sometimes, which is, it's the thought that counts, right? So, that's what's new with me. What's new with you guys? You want to play Ace Attorney yet? I'm kind of interested in what was happening in the game. I want to catch up with what was going on last night, so... You're sick? Good for you. Well, what's up? Okay. I'll drink some water while you're telling me. Let me just drink here. Thinking about working out burns half as much as actually working out. Damn, dude, I'm so fit. I'm so fit. You know what she said to me? She said to me, if you're in your 30s, you need to exercise. This was not in a scolding tone either. She was just telling me, I think because she has to, because I was getting a physical, and the physicals for checking whether you're healthy or not, right? She said that if you're... Sorry, I was cleaning my glasses. She said that if you're in your 30s, you need to exercise 15 minutes to 30 minutes a day. And I was like, wait, you said a day, right? 30 minutes a day? I can't even get out of bed in the morning. Yeah, she said, that's difficult. Why don't you start at 15 minutes a week and then work up to that? And I was like, you were told to exercise 20 minutes a day recently. That's not a whole lot. Oh man, I don't know. Does walking to work count? I think so. I think it actually does. Unfortunately, my walk to work is walking to my computer and then sitting down. So, because if it counts, you're fine. Yeah, I think so. Point at an adult who has time for that. You have difficulty keeping up 3 to 4 days a week. 30 minutes of full sprinting a day. Fighting your minor symptoms from the booster shot. Oh, I'm glad you got your booster shot. I hope you get over it quickly. I didn't feel as sick with the booster shot as I did with the second dose, but it made my arm hurt like a lot. So, yeah. Okay. Let's play Ace Attorney. Unless you guys want to do something else. Oh, hey! I forgot to tell you guys, I set up the streamer song list. Do you see the extension? I have not tested it. Do you guys want to test it? I don't know how any of this fucking works. How does this work? Requests are turned off. Okay, that seems like not what I want. Maximum requests per session. Maximum songs in queue? Does this update? Settings saved. Request active? Okay. Does it work? I just turned it on. I just turned it on, fat boy, so you might have been a second too slow. I don't know if the bot's in here either. I only tried to set it up today and I haven't tested it yet, so if it doesn't work, I'm sorry. I think maybe the bot is not in the channel. Bot commands, bot messages, integrations. No, I don't want Streamlabs. Oh my god, he got it first. Okay, it looks like it's working. Do you guys see that? Do you guys see that? It looks like somebody redeemed a song. Why do you want me to sing this song? Do you want another song? I don't want to sing this song. Why did I put it in the list? I don't know. It's so long. You somehow wake up precisely at my stream hour without an alarm clock. You were just testing it. Oh, okay. Do you want an actual song? Here, I'll remove your song. And then... How do I... Okay. I set song as played. I lied! I lied to the extension. I lied to the extension. Did you see it? It's gone. And that was not the song that I sang. Alright, can you guys see it? Are you guys like seeing this information? Does anybody know what the fuck I'm talking about besides Fatboy? See, the only one? I can't believe you knew the commands off the top of your head. What does SR do? Doesn't do shit. You have the website open? Okay, cool. How dare I lie to that poor extension. Do you guys want me to sing one song? Maybe I shouldn't because we're gonna do a lot of reading for this game and I shouldn't do a singing. The song list? Yeah. You don't see it? There's an extension on Twitch that I added. SR adds song to the queue if you specify the song. Oh. But you're blind? You don't see it? Well, some people say they see it. Here, does this work for you? I don't actually know if that's the right link or not. Does that shit work? Can you guys see this? Does anyone see this? Just me? Yeah, there's like one request open, I think, so the first person to choose a song gets their song. Anybody want a song? But if I don't like your song, I'm not gonna sing it. I need to decide for real if I want to sing all of these songs. Alright, hold on. I'll drink some more water. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't do any singing. Is this a list of songs that you might want to listen to someday? I literally just put every single song that I could think of that I know how to sing in here. And some of them I don't know how to sing that well, so it's gonna be... There's gonna be a lot of singing before Ace Attorney seems questionable. Okay. Alright. I'm gonna turn off requests then. Yeah, let's not do it. Queue request not active. Okay. Done. Thanks for testing. It keeps redirecting you away on mobile. You think that's on you. Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure. I have not tried this extension at all. This is like the first time. So, if it doesn't work, I'm sorry. Songless bot is not in chat. I probably need to invite it somewhere in the dashboard. Okay, I'll try that later. You see some bullying there when we're not doing something that requires me to talk a lot, you might redeem that. Chat request song, Shino. I don't want to sing that. Hey, I was thinking that oh, we hit 5,000 followers? 5,000 followers, which reminds me that someone once came in chat and told me that at 2,000 followers, your stream becomes profitable. He told me that. I think I banned him. I think I banned him. I got pissed and banned him, but yeah, we hit 5,000. And for that, maybe I can do like a donathon and you guys choose what songs I sing. I could do it really cheap, like $1 or like $2 or something, you know, $1 to $5 for a song. Maybe $5 is a little steep, but yeah. We could, does that sound fine? Okay, yeah, maybe I'll think about that. Cause I've been thinking like maybe I should do an event for 5K, and then I was like, I don't give a fuck. But, all right, let's get started with the game. I want to know what happens, and there was like a double burp. Wasn't that weird? Shino Jukebox. Hey, that's a good idea for the stream name. Okay, I want to go over here. And then I want to be up here, I think. There's like a double burp. That was kind of poggers. Okay, looks like the game is working. Let me scoot over a little bit. Maybe a little bit downer? Bigger? Bigger? Smaller, smaller. New transition? Yeah, it's a free transition I got. The credits are in my about page on Twitch. Okay, let's see. Oh hey! The bot is here! So that bitch was in here the whole time. Do I need to mod him? Oh, you turned him on for me! Thanks! Appreciate it. How did you do that? Is it because you're a moderator? That's kind of cool. Alright, let's see. Yeah, like I said, I've never used it. I've actually never even seen it being used. Surprisingly. I've seen a lot of people do karaoke streams, but I've never seen anyone actually use that, so... Okay. I'm ready, if you're ready. This is where we left off, that's right. Nadia uses it? I see. I see. Okay, imagine knowing how to use Twitch. Things are getting interesting, Ryunosuke. What happened? We found out that that guy was maybe dead by the time he was in the restaurant, right? And then the lady, there was some lady, I don't know if she's the one who killed him or not. Okay. You only see a very few peeps use it. Yeah, same, I guess. Considering the number of people I've seen doing karaoke streams, and yet I've never seen this being used before. We found out everyone in that court is full of shit. It's a metaphor for all courts. Okay, the victims, quote unquote, deaf. I'm trying to do air quotes, but it doesn't detect my hand doing air quote. Air quote, the victim's deaf. You know a lot of Flash streamers that use it, but haven't seen it with VTubers really, which is strange. VTubers, I'll tell you right now, are shit. That's why. Alright. Unfortunately, I have no idea when the poor man burnt his wrist like that. When the waiter brought my state, the professor and I raised our glasses in a toast. As far as I've heard, the post-mortem report showed no other possible causes of death besides the gunshot. If there's some other way a man's life can be taken without leaving a trace, please do show me. But of course, this country's inferior investigative techniques probably wouldn't pick up on it anyway. So, this game, you hope that Swan shits on her head. This game, I have noticed, has a very hyper-nationalistic strain running through it. Is that correct? Am I interpreting this correctly? This is so racist. Let's go. Man, that woman. She's kind of a jerk, yeah. She really just said, catch me if you can. Alright, let's see. That most captivating and beautiful testimony will go down in the Supreme Court's history. Thank you. Easy does it. I hope that is the last time I will have to sully my lips with the coarse tones of your unbecoming tongue. Holy shit. Oh, forgive me. I do hope I haven't insulted anyone. Holy shit. They're laying it on a little bit too thick, I think. They should have just called her Dumbo Bitch. That should have been her name translation. Not at all, not at all. It is a delight merely to hear you speak, dear lady. And it seems very clear from your testimony that this boorish talk of the victim's burn is utterly irrelevant. You forgot this lady is named Brett. What a weird name. I think, to be fair, it's her last name, which I guess maybe makes it better. Isn't this contempt of the court? Did they have that back in the day? It is okay because Japanese scripted the races. They scripted the races like this because this game is all about how Japan is hooray, you know? And fuck the West, right? Runekeeper will love this because fuck Western hegemony. I will be speaking to your country's Minister of Justice about what has happened here today. The Minister of Justice? May that irritating little bully of a student be given the harshest punishment possible. You mean Winston Churchill talked exactly like that of the Hindus? So, the Hindi? So I think that's really just how Brits are. Contempt of court was not a thing until 1957. Really? Did not know that. Actually, it was worse. Amen! What do you mean, amen? Huh? Thanks? Hi, Maple. Was that a prayer? Well, you'll have to forgive the irritation, Miss Brett, and put up with a cross-examination now. Sup, everyone? Hell yeah, some ace attorney. I expect you've noticed that this little bully of a student, as you put it, doesn't miss much. Oh, that's fighting words. I'm sure I don't need to remind you, counsel, that this will be your final cross-examination in this trial. If you fail to demonstrate any problems with this witness testimony, sorry, I will be ruling on the case immediately. Is that clear? I can't detect my hands. I give up. Every cross-examination is always the final. Yeah. Yes, Your Excellency. It's to build tension. If every mission is the most highest stakes last mission ever, then you may proceed. All right. Cross-examination. The victim's death. Yep. Unfortunately, I have no idea when the poor man burnt his wrist like that. Press.
Yes!
But his hand was on the searing hot plate for at least 3 whole seconds. You can't not have noticed. Do you think so? Let me ask you something. Sorry? Ever since I arrived at this courtroom, and even still now, the fly on those unsightly black trousers of yours has been wide open! You can't not have noticed. Can you? Huh? What? Oh! What fun. Oh my god. You hadn't realized. Counter. The dear lady is absolutely right. As your friend, you've embarrassed me as well as yourself, Ryunosuke. Oh no, the open fly defense. She's not guilty. Why have you been looking? Good point. Why didn't you tell me? Dr. Wilson was a true English gentleman. He chose honorable silence over a vulgar scream. Can your tiny brains imagine such a thing? Oh my fucking god. To be fair to you, you're not a fan of imperialist Japan either. You just happen to know less about it. My country was occupied by imperialist Japan for over 2 years, so yeah, I'm not a fan of it either. What? How could she even see that area with the stand covering him? Fair point. Maybe he's really tall. Oh yes, I think my tiny brain can. Yes. Wow, this guy's really simping hard. Well, I can't. Where am I from? A country. Anyway, when the waiter brought my steak, the professor and I raised our glasses in a toast.
Yes!
Hey, press. As you testified before, you were drinking carbonated water. Is that right? Dr. Wilson was only permitted to drink water at that time, if you remember. Which explains why he ordered that drink. Correct, waiter? Wait. Somebody said that maybe they put wine in the translation, but he was only allowed to drink water after the surgery. Okay, anyway. Exactly as you say, sir. Although... Whether or not the professor actually drank any of the water when I delivered the steak to the table, I'm afraid I don't remember that. Damn you! What do you mean? Did she poison him? Ah! I have enough English to understand that at least. For the benefit of the others in the court, it means bless you! I think it means the exact opposite. Anyway. As far as I've heard, the post-mortem report showed no other possible cause of death besides the gunshot. Press. Yes, it's written here in the paperwork. Fatal hemorrhage from ballistic trauma. Sorry, they put the word out slowly, so I wasn't sure how to pronounce it. Yes. Luckily for all of us, a little burn on the wrist isn't going to kill us. And as there were no other signs of trauma on the victim's body to indicate some other cause of death, it can only have been the bullet from your gun that put an end to this innocent man's life. But it doesn't make sense! The burn must have happened straight away, when the plate was first brought to the table by the waiter. Yes, that's true. If it had cooled even slightly, it wouldn't have been able to make a burn like that. And if the victim burnt his wrist on the hot plate as soon as it was brought out from the kitchen, don't worry, Naruhodo wasn't have pronounced it properly either, then he must already have been dead at that point. Objection! I think that assuming that he was dead is kind of a leap of logic. This one's a little bit hard for me to believe. And yet the fact is the victim was killed by a gunshot to the chest. Until you're able to show the court evidence to disprove that, this is a complete waste of time. I concur. Prosecutor Ouchie is right. Arg! Alright. If there's some other way a man's life can be taken without leaving a trace, please do show me. Yes! Without leaving a trace. If someone is shot, or strangled, or stabbed, or thrown from a height, however a person's life is taken, there are always telltale traces on the body. Poison, right? Yeah, poison, I guess. Quite right, dear lady. And as our police force has thoroughly examined the body of the deceased, there can be no doubt. Isn't that right, Inspector Hosonaga? As I've said, I always aim for a flawless investigation. There would be physical traces of all those causes of death, that's true. But maybe there's some other way of killing someone that doesn't leave a mark. If, heaven forbid, you doubt me, young man. Shut up, you filthy cop! You're going to have to tell everyone how exactly you think the professor did lose his life. Otherwise, I'm afraid your argument falls rather flat, doesn't it? If he was poisoned, he could have dropped his hand on the plate as he died, which you guess is only slightly more plausible. True. Oh no, perish the thought, calling such a sweet young lady's innocence into question? On my honor, I, Taketsuchi Ouchi, will cut down any who dare cast such aspersions. A way of killing someone that leaves no trace. We need some evidence to back us up here. Yes, evidence. Okay. Press again. But of course, this country's inferior investigation techniques probably wouldn't pick up on it anyway. Okay, so she's taunting us, right? Yeah, she put the glass in her handbag to hide the poison or something. And, or at least that's what they're trying to lead us to believe, I think. Why is Kazuma out here just being majestic as fuck? It comes naturally. She's taunting us. She's saying that we don't have the technology to detect what she used, right? Yes. Inferior? What do you mean by that? In the lands of the Great British Empire, the police store everything found at a crime scene for later examination. But in this country, you investigate once and that's the end of it. Isn't that so? Quite right. La Carnival is open for business as usual today, just days after the incident. Exactly, which means that even if the investigation takes a different direction, vital evidence may be lost. Oh. What? Why is he thinking? What does that mean? It doesn't even occur to your naive detectives to try to preserve the crime scene. I'm trying to be as tactful about this as I can, you understand. Oh, I'll get a tutorial soon. Okay. Haha, a killer blow. The lady is as formidable as she is beautiful. He took critical emotional damage. Amazing. He's actually admitting our police may be flawed. Perhaps Prosecutor Ouchie is finally starting to see sense. I very much doubt that. The waiter is just making his last will and testament. Carl's Jr. near your work was open for business the same day someone was shot inside it. Hey, it's not Great Britain. Your Starbucks opened 3 hours after someone ran their entire SUV through it, so that tracks. Do you guys live in Imperial Japan? Still, there's something about what Miss Brett just said. There was a moment before when something didn't seem quite right. What do you think, Ryunosuke? I think it's going terribly! No matter how much I press her, I'm not turning up any new information. Yes, as I suspected, she's a tough witness. We need to find a way to break her testimony, or the cross-examination will be over. You do actually, there is surprisingly good Wi-Fi in the 1890s, but that would mean I have to find a way! There must be some clue somewhere to help us find a chink in her armor. ... Kazuma? What? There is one thing I noticed. Something that's been bothering me. Bothering you? You mean about Miss Brett? Actually, no. About the person standing next to her, Inspector Hosonaga. The detective? Yes, he seemed to react a little strangely to Miss Brett's last statement. I was wondering if it might be significant, if it might present an opening maybe. ... Okay. Alright, I have an idea. Try pressing her on that last statement one more time. If you think so, but this time, instead of targeting the woman herself, let's see what we can get out of the detective. Why would no one ask about the glass in the handbag? Isn't that weird on its own? I think so! I think that it's bullshit that they were like, yeah, of course it makes sense she put it in her handbag and left with it. Like, what the fuck are you guys talking about? Alright then. I wonder what Kazuma's thinking. I'll find out soon enough, I suppose. Once I press Miss Brett on her last statement again. Unfortunately, I have no idea when I'm gonna get blah blah blah. Hold on, let's see. Is this the one? Wait, which statement am I supposed to press? The last one in the statement. Hold on. Which one did they want me to press? Okay, this one. Okay, press. Yes. Inferior, what do you mean by that? Is this the same? This is the same, right?
Wait.
Oh, okay. He's coughing. What do I do? Oh. Yes, there it is again. The detective's reaction is just the same as before. Why? Up until now, the detective has been in the stand with Miss Brett as her interpreter. You just smash it if you were her taking it. It's just weird. Exactly. The things are very different now. Inferior as in, you're a racist piece of shit. Smashed glass can still be checked for traces of poison. True? For this testimony, the detective is just listening to what the Englishwoman has to say. This could be a golden opportunity. Could the cop be poisoned rather than ill? Oh, what do you mean? When people are actually testifying, they're usually very careful not to let anything slip. However, when they're listening to someone else speak, you'll find they often let their guard down. Okay. You're right, look at him. He's lost in his own thoughts. Okay. How do we talk to him? It's time to pursue the man in his train of thought. Sorry? Pursue? I'll explain how to do it now. Okay. It's all to do with the witness marker. What marker? What are you talking about? Oh. At the moment, we're focused on Ms. Brett, who's a person actually making the current statement. Oh. But by moving the marker left and right with A and D, you can turn your attention to other people on the stand. While you're looking at the other witnesses, you'll be able to pursue them with space. If you can catch the person at just the right time, you might uncover some new information to pursue. Woo? If you ever notice a strange atmosphere amongst the people on the stand, take a good look around. Alright then, so first I should move the marker across, okay? Okay. Here we go. Exactly, which means that even if the investigation takes a different direction, vital evidence may be lost. There, look around. Pursue. Excuse me. What's the meaning of this? Holy shit. I'm so sorry, I didn't mean to shock you. He really was lost in his thoughts, deeply. Keyboards exist since the prehistoric times. It looked like you were thinking something just now, Inspector. Perhaps having heard what the lady next to you had to say. If there's something you'd like to say, please share it with the court.
Objection!
What is the meaning of this? We're gonna kill him if that keeps up. We need him now, right? We need him now. It's the delightful English woman who's testifying at the moment. If you can't find fault with her testimony, then the cross-examination should be over immediately. Oh, is that how it works? Absolutely not. The detective is in the stand, which makes him a valid witness. Yes, not to mention the fact that he's intimately involved in the case. Inspector Hosonaga? Yes? Do you have something to add in relation to the statement just made by Miss Brett? Back when the keyboards only had the letters Bunga? B-U-N-G-N-A. What does he have to say? Is he wiping the blood on that thing that he uses to serve? Well, yes. If you don't mind, I would like to speak. You love how disappointed he keeps looking at his own desk slaps. The lady is right. Our country's police practices are not as modern as those used in Great Britain. That thing's gotta be drenched in blood by now. It's disgusting. Which is why I, Satoru Hosonaga, always strive to make every investigation I'm involved in flawless. What do you really mean by that? I'll tell you what I mean. I won't have evidence lacking on my watch. I'm not afraid to take everything I can from the scene of the crime. It's preserving evidence, you see. I don't care if they call me a crime scene thief. I'm not ashamed of what I've done. A crime scene thief? Well, it looks like the lady's remarks touched a nerve there. Take this, for example. He has the bottle! This is the bottle of carbonated water that I took to the victim's table on the day in question. And yes, it's lost all of its fizz, having been opened 3 days ago now. But it was carbonated water. I don't care what anyone says. Yes, there's some left in the bottle. I can see it. One day our police force will be among the best in the world. So he had evidence and did share it as his job. The time is coming, I guarantee it. Carbonated. Oh no, carbonated cummy. He drank it. I can't say I condone the witness's actions, but I do understand the sentiment. Yeah, he's poisoned. The court will accept the glass bottle of water as evidence. Okay. The carbonated water bottle has been entered into the court record. I would like to look at it. I'm gonna look at it right now. Examine. Oh. The label is written in a foreign language that I don't recognize. Do you know what it says, Kazuma? I think it's French. This must be very expensive water. Yes, but what does it say? That's what I was asking. Then go to France and ask! You could just say that you don't know. Okay. Bye. Thanks for coming. Can I rotate it? Oh, I can! Huh. They made a 3D model of this thing. And all there is a label on it. Turning it upside down doesn't make the liquid come out. What does RR do? It sends people to the Shadow Realm. Why? Is that all that you can see? Okay. It's just a bottle. Alright, let's go back. Miss Brett. Just overpriced water, nothing has changed. Can you confirm that this is indeed the bottle from which you drank on the day of the victim's death? Yes, it was that bottle. What was that about? She seemed to avert her eyes when she answered the judge's question. Very well, counsel, you may resume the cross-examination. And the inspector will kindly control his fervor. Alright. Unfortunately, I have no idea when the poor man burnt his wrist like that. Wait, so this is the same thing again. Okay, they raise their glasses on a toast, as far as I've heard. If there's some other way a man's life can be taken without leaving a trace, please do show me. Can we show her the bottle? I mean, it could have been poison, right? Otherwise I am done, right? If I if I don't find a way out of this. Did he just tell him to stop dying, or was it the hiding evidence that annoyed the judge? I think it was the fact that he interrupted the witness testimony that annoyed the judge. Drink it to see if it was poisoned. Ah, that's a good idea. No. Do I present it, or could you check if the bottle was fuller in the photos? Can't see the level of liquid in this photo. Can't see it in this one. How about this one? Can't see it, can't see it. Yeah. Yeah, oh well. Unfortunate, didn't... Your idea was sound, but it didn't actually work. Is the label the same? Oh, you saw something? Shut the fuck up! Shut up. You guys are always bragging about seeing something. Let's see. Is the label the same? Looks the same. There's a cork in the bottle on this one. Yeah, what happened to the cork? I guess that doesn't matter, maybe? There is a cork in this bottle, isn't there? Yeah, there's a cork. Useless magnifying glass. Can you check the liquid, or did I do that already? Let's see. Oh! So this carbonated water is the last drink Dr. Wilson ever had. It looks like there's a little left in the bottle, although it's just plain water now. You know, I've been sweating so much, I'm absolutely parched. I'll just have a sip of this to keep me going. No! You can't do that. For one thing, that's evidence. You can't go drinking evidence. Oh no, you're right. We don't know what might be inside, do we? You never cease to amaze me in more ways than one. This guy's fucking stupid! I wonder, could there be anything in this water? What's the matter? You've gone quiet all of a sudden. I think I might have just worked something out. An interesting possibility. Okay, yeah, I mean, we figured that out. Okay, so should I present her the bottle? We appear to have an idea. I want to save. Don't interrupt me in a thought for once in his life. These are so mean, but it's true. He's so mean, but it's true. He's so stupid. Okay, let's see. Present it, I guess? Here. Yes! Look at this bottle. Look at this carbonated water bottle. What is this? The bottle of water? Actually, there is one method of killing a man without leaving a trace that comes to mind. Oh, we got her. I think we got her, boys. Obviously, I'm referring to poison. Poison? On the day of his death, we know that Dr. Wilson drank from this bottle of carbonated water. Could it be that there was poison inside? Could it be that the professor actually died after taking a sip from his glass? I don't hear the crowd. They show this dramatic scene, but we don't see the crowd. Order! Order, order. And on that day, who was sitting at the same table as the professor and able to slip the poison into his drink? There's only one person who could possibly have done it. Giselle Brandt, it was you! You gonna smile?
Objection!
This is outrageous! This is just such a thing without a scrap of evidence. You little rookie imbecile. Have you even considered the delicate situation our country finds itself in now? Have you forgotten that we have only just signed an accord of friendship with the British Empire? Have you even the vaguest inkling that your rash accusations could jeopardize the entire treaty? Objection! My queen would never do such a thing. Ooh!
Objection!
Objection back at you! This is not a political arena. Don't worry, the cop will die to prove our theory. This is a trial to determine one individual's guilt with respect to one crime. What? The fact that this woman is British makes no difference. We are here to determine the truth. If I may, I will silence you forever for this disgraceful— Shut up! It is you who should be silent. Of course. Oh, dear lady. Where did that come from? She just snapped. I'm afraid I may have spoken unfairly before. I offer my most humble apologies. I'm sorry, my lady. To what are you referring? Ouchie is feeling like his name. I described your police force as inferior. But no matter how inferior they may be, you still investigated this particular point thoroughly, I believe? The bottle, I mean, Inspector, and whether it contained poison or not. Of course. You did? Have you forgotten what my guiding principle is already? I strive for a flawless investigation every time. Now we're in the end game, they always go mad in the end. I don't believe it! Naturally, we tested the inside of the bottle and its contents. Did you test it by drinking it? And? What did you find, Inspector? I ordered tests for every toxin that's available in this country at the present time. We could find no trace of poison of any description in the bottle of carbonated water, Your Excellency. What? Are you sure? The tests were meticulously carried out by the chief coroner himself. No! What about the glass? What about the glass? Hold on. I'm very grateful to all you Japanese. You've successfully established my complete innocence in this horrid affair. Could you find superior posh British poison? Oh my god. Keywords are in this country and at the present time. I see. What about the glass? Thank you. But of course, dear lady, the pleasure was all ours. I was so sure. This can't be right. Everything falls into place if he was poisoned. Thank you, counsel. I think that cross-examination has clarified everything. As the prosecution have asserted, a shot to the chest from this gun is the only conceivable cause of death. Furthermore, the accused, who by his own admission was holding this weapon, is the only possible culprit. I'm done for! The court wishes to apologize for the great inconvenience this has caused you, Ms. Brett. I'm trying to lift my hand like her. It doesn't detect my hand. This thing is such garbage. Oh no. I'm just glad the matter is resolved. Before proceeding, I must ask the counsel for the defense. Do you have any further new evidence to present the court at this point? Did they ever come up with a motive, or do they think he bumbled his way into manslaughter? You don't need a motive, I guess. Kazuma? My friend gave up on me! I'm sorry, Ryunosuke. I have nothing more! Well, if you'll excuse me now, I really must be leaving. Hi, Sunburns! Oh no! Hold it! Who the fuck? Who are you? Please wait. Is this okay? She's just interrupting the court proceedings. Isn't that... Ooh? What is the meaning of this? Forgive me for intruding on court proceedings, Your Excellency. Susato Mikotoba, Judicial Assistant to the Defense. Random lady to save the day. The girl that was with the teacher, yeah, but who the fuck is she? Sorry. Mikotoba? In my darkest hour, with nowhere left to go, she appeared like a bolt of lightning. And in her hand, she carried a small package wrapped in a furoshiki cloth. What? To be continued! Hey. Don't do this. Don't do this. Yeah, I guess we'll save. Okay. A what cloth? Furoshiki. Is that what it said? It's one of those like wrapping cloths. I don't know how to describe it. It's like a traditional cloth that you use for wrapping packages in Japan, I think. This court case really is a marathon. Save. They're quite nice. I think they're quite pretty. They're quite cute, the cloths, I mean. It's, you know those like, the way they wrap the lunch boxes in animes? They use that cloth and then they tie it? That kind of cloth, I think. Okay, 22nd November, 1:14 p.m. Supreme Court. She's cute and she stopped him from being sentenced to death. You'd simp too. Better than that filthy British bitch. He's so mean. She sucks though. I love her outfit. Every Ace Attorney character is either a simp or gay or both. Well, I understand you are the judicial assistant to the defense, but why this sudden ingress into my courtroom? Ha! A judicial assistant and a woman, no less. Oh no, don't start that. The rules state that females are not permitted into this court of law other than to testify. Okay. Yes, I fully understand. I asked only for 5 minutes of time. Ouchie, I'm canceling you on Twitter.com. I have some vital evidence that I must hand over to the defense. Cancel this man for sure. Ha! You're too late, little girl. The trial has already been concluded. Bonk. 5 minutes. I will not allow a moment more. But, Your Excellency! I am most grateful. Okay, what's the evidence? Is it a confession that says, Miss Brett, I killed him? Signed? Who exactly are you? I'm sorry, there's no time. Please, simply accept this for now. What is it? A report about something written in English? It's Giselle Brett's research. Where'd you get this from? The English woman's? After the trial resumed earlier, I hurried back to the university. You broke into her fucking office? I went to Dr. Wilson's lab in the medical faculty and borrowed this paper. Oh, her poison research. Oh yes, that's right. Miss Brett was studying under the professor, wasn't she? So, does this research, whatever it is, have something to do with the case? You have a theory that the judge isn't actually being fair, he just hates Ouchie because he's hateable. What did she write down the poison ingredients? What's her poison research? I'm afraid I don't know. Then why? I haven't been able to listen to the proceedings of the trial myself. She was doing her thesis on poisoning professors in steak restaurants. Oh no, of course not. Special characteristics of Kurara and its effects on human subjects. Is that a poison? Literally her poison research. What's that? I've never heard that word before. I don't even know how to pronounce it. Career? Time's up. How do you pronounce that? The prosecution demands the immediate removal of this female trespasser from the courtroom. There was too little time for me to read it in detail, but I've summarized what I could on a note just inside the cover. If you think it could be valuable, please cast your eye over it. That was not 5 minutes, you bitch. This is wonderful. Thank you. Giselle's report on... Okay. It's literally her poison research. Okay. Literally her poison research. Goodbye then, and good luck. Okay, let's take a look at it. Synopsis. A poison made from the bark of certain trees in the jungles of South America. The hunters of the region have used it since ancient times to incapacitate their prey. Special characteristics. Effects. Instant paralysis of the entire body and subsequent death, even in minute doses. Route of entry. The above-mentioned effects occur when the poison enters the body through a wound, such as that inflicted by a blowpipe dart. Enters the body through a wound. He got a tooth removed! He got a tooth removed! He had a tooth removed, so he had a wound in his mouth. And then when he drank it... Practical applications. Due to its ability to render the human body paralytic, it's believed that the toxin could have applications as an anesthetic. However, a solution for the respiratory arrest caused as a result of the full body paralysis must be found first, or patients would die of suffocation. Okay, so so it's a venom, not a poison. Yeah, so it is. It's actually, it needs to get into the bloodstream through a wound, like a bite or something, not a poison, which you ingest and then you get poisoned. Okay, so he got the venom through the wound in his mouth. And then he went into respiratory arrest, and then he died. Okay. Alright. Maybe. Back. Goodbye then, and good luck. Hey. You have had long enough, Counsel. We cannot detain our English guest any longer. Something like that, probably? Okay. I asked the prosecution and the defense now, one last time. Does either side have any further evidence to present to the court? Yeah, that thing we just got! I presume not, but... The victim still supposedly died of a gunshot wound. They don't do proper autopsies in this country, apparently, so... The prosecution has made its case convincingly enough already. Nothing more to add, Your Excellency. Ryunosuke, we're out of options here. This really is our very last chance. Oops, I can't present it yet, right? Yes, I know. Your Excellency, the defense does have new evidence. That look. The unyielding stare of a true Japanese warrior. He's biased. Well, Miss Brett? Yes, Your Excellency? If you wouldn't mind, perhaps you could grace us with your presence a little longer. It's a delightful invitation, but I'm afraid... It's not so very long until tea time. I'll have to politely decline. Forgive me, Miss Brett. It seems I wasn't clear. I realize it was phrased as a question. However, I must ask you to treat that as an order. He laid down the law! Suck on that! Suck on that. I've said it many times before. This judge has decided he would rather see Ouchie lose than keep his job. The Japanese language makes no sense. No. My apologies, dear lady. Okay. So, counsel. The judge just slammed his nuts on the table. What is this new evidence that demands the court's attention? It's this. Who's that?
Yes!
Miss Giselle Brett. We understand you were studying under Dr. Wilson at Yume University. Doing research. Research, by sheer coincidence perhaps, into a deadly poison. What? Poison? It's actually technically a venom. Where are you going with this, counsel? A toxin known as... Nobody told me how to pronounce this, by the way. Carrera. Your Excellency. Even the slightest amount of this deadly poison entering the body leads to instant death.
Objection!
What complete and utter nonsense! Kurarabra? You say? Q-rare? I've never even heard of it. You wouldn't have done. What do you mean? I mean that you wouldn't have heard of curare? Curare is Italian for healing. Curare. I mean that you wouldn't have heard of durarara before for one very simple reason. It doesn't exist in our country. It doesn't exist? Correct. Which means, no matter what tests the police can do for toxins, they never identify it. Why? Because there is no test available here that can identify the presence of this highly deadly poison. What? Order. Council, does this deadly poison truly exist? According to this report authored by the visiting research student from England, it has long been used by the tribespeople of South America as a poison to lace their arrows. It seems that it's reasonably well known amongst European doctors and scientists. To lace their arrows? The report states that it is produced from the extract of a tree that grows deep in the Amazonian jungle. And it was first brought back to Europe at the turn of the century by explorers. It claims that animals shot by arrows laced with it suffer instant death. Doesn't that about sum it up, Miss Brett?
Objection!
Trumpery! These aspersions are utter trumpery. What the fuck? It's a Brazilian poison? Yeah. To start with, if the victim had been administered some of the so-called deadly poison, he would have been squirming and writhing in pain, and the other diners would have surely noticed. That's true. What do you say to that, Inspector? Obviously, I would have noticed a disturbance like that. I don't remember anything like that either. I didn't notice the professor being in any kind of pain. It said that he goes into respiratory arrest in a matter of seconds. Yeah, it's instant death. According to this, however, it's the other way around. What do you mean, the other way around? The very fact that the victim didn't show any visible signs of distress is evidence that it was used. Explain yourself, Counsel. The moment this toxin enters a person's system, it causes instant paralysis. In other words, afflicted victims lose all strength and are completely unable to move. Even if they were in total agony, there would be no visible signs of pain at all. How terrible! Obviously, if a man lost all strength in his muscles, he'd collapse on the floor. But with a chair under him for support, as Dr. Wilson did, the effects go largely unnoticed. But I don't follow, Kazuma. That's just paralysis. I thought the poison caused instant death. The full explanation is extremely unpleasant. The poison causes immediate paralysis, as I said, leaving the victim unable to move. But after a short time, the paralysis is so severe it causes the muscles that control respiration to fail. Respiration? Explain like I'm 5. My name is Ryunosuke Naruhodo. You have to explain like I'm 5. In other words, the actual cause of death is suffocation. And all the while, the victim is conscious and aware, just unable to move. That's hideous. To the observer, it would look almost like the victim was slipping peacefully into an endless sleep. But for the victim himself, his final moments would be a living hell. How do you know not what respiration is, you idiot? He didn't know what hemorrhage was either. That is the true nature of this deadly poison. Wow, we rocked her shit. I think we finally got her. I think we actually finally got her with this Deus Ex Machina that came in at the last moment. And you're suggesting that this bottle, Counsel, actually contains this terrifying poison.
Objection!
This is all very convenient, isn't it? A hitherto unknown poison for which there is no means of testing. What a happy tale for the defense. Ahem, if I may. All these facts. You think you're so clever, but you must be taught some manners. It is you who must be taught. You just came in for a description of a horrifying death. She's not on trial, so we got off, but she walks. Of course. Dear lady. All right. What are you gonna say now, bitch? Huh? We got you. We got you. So, this is how you Japanese behave, is it? What? You steal another's honest hard work and then announce the results as if you discovered them. I'm appalled. What a loathsome act. Well, Miss Brett, the feeling is mutual. Whatever do you mean? Capitalizing on the unfortunate circumstances of an innocent man to frame him for a heinous crime, that really is a loathsome act. Wouldn't you agree?
Objection!
Damn, dude, they're throwing so much shade. Enough of this. I, for one, refuse to accept it. The idea of some poison that doesn't even exist in the great empire of Japan is breaking the rules. Breaking the rules? It's against the rules to prove me wrong. That's how I feel on my stream. Ha ha ha. What's so funny? Oh, excuse me, Your Excellency. Yes, Miss Brett? May I borrow that bottle for a moment, please? Well, yes, I don't see, why not? She's gonna drink from it, and then she's gonna be like, see? I drank the poison and I didn't die. And then we have to figure out that he had the tooth thing. Okay, anyway. Yeah, I already got you, bitch! I got you! I got you! I got you! I got you! Just put the glass down already! Don't get too big for your boots, you insignificant little island boys. Sticky! Hello! Thank you! Thanks for the gift sub stick. Sorry? To friendship. To an Englishwoman such as myself, this whole affair is a farcical comedy. Your little police games and these foolish courtroom antics, it's laughable, really. But I'm getting bored of it all now. It's time for the games to end. Cheers! Mike, thank you!
Playing
this game is getting me my anime lawyer license. Thanks so much for the resub. You've been here for over a year. It's crazy. There is no I want to solve the case button. Unfortunately, you have to explain it like the game wants you to. What are you doing? I already solved the case. I already solved the case. Also, this is really risky for her, isn't it? Because, I mean, if she had like a cut in her mouth or something, she's fucking dead. She's really confident about this. Oh, Chono, thank you. Thanks, guys. Yay! What's going on? No sparkle left at all. How appropriate for this shabby affair. Jesus. She's really coming for us. Okay, anyway, we're gonna come for her next. Now we're in the phase of the case where you already know the answer, but the game will continue for 1 to 7 more hours. Okay, she drank it. Hey, the wind is still blowing. What is this? Oh, Maki-chan! We're playing Ace Attorney. What is this game called in Japan? I don't actually know. I realize I don't. Is this the 19th century? Yeah! This is like a super nationalistic game. They're like, it's around the time that Japan signed the treaty Gyakuten Saiban. Oh, that sounds right. It's around the time that Japan signed the treaty with Britain. The treaty of friendship and Care Bears and rainbows and stuff. Goodness. Whatever is the matter? You all look quite stunned. She drank the poison. Oh no. Ooh goo. What are we gonna do? So, no No! There is poison! The bottle was clean. Is that what you're saying? It's not! You look quite incredulous, little boy. I'm losing my fucking mind. But of course, that's the simple truth. Look at that smug face. Holy shit. Thank you for presenting the findings of my research so concisely here in this grand venue. Can they not read? Most kind. Grr. Thank you, waiter. Now then, Your Excellency. Stop it! It's... stop! Yes, Miss Brett. Kazuma, you're becoming as dumb as now. The information is in the thing that they gave us. I should like to be excused now, please. I think I've given... Oh, thank you, Bubble. Thanks. I think I've given more than enough of my time for the furtherance of friendship between our countries. Ah yes, when you signed the cannibals, convinced you to sign the Care Bear tree. Yeah, and I watched the historical movie about that. It was called, I think, The Last Samurai. There was a... Tom Cruise was in it. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. You forgot that this was an actual historical treaty that places the game in 1854. Is that right? I thought it was in 1890. Okay. Ah, yes. Dear lady. Okay, to be honest, I know that it's kind of racist to have a white guy be the last samurai, and I'm not a fan of that aspect of it, but I actually kind of like that movie. I know it's bad, but I kind of sort of like it. Okay, is that good? Let's see. No, okay. Yeah, I'll be like this for a while, okay? I want to be samurai too. I sort of like the movie. I don't know. It's corny, it's cheesy, but you know, I like it. Like parts of it. You like a lot of white savior movies even if you hate the truth. Yeah, I think that's fair. I think that's fair. Like the movie itself was enjoyable. I'm not saying that I approve of the message. You know what I mean? Yeah, this doesn't make sense. But like as a movie with like character drama and stuff, I like kind of enjoyed it. There was poison in the bottle! Chono, you trying to poison me? I could have a cut in my fucking mouth and then the Durarara would kill me. So how? How did she? Sorry, I ran out of water too. How did she swallow a whole glass and live to tell the tale? I know! I don't understand it. Well, I suppose if nothing else, this little Far Eastern charade will make for interesting conversation at the next party I attend in London. Pat, I'd like to solve. Pat, I'd like to solve, please. There has to have been poison in that bottle, doesn't there? Yes, but there can't. Yeah, no, there was poison. Please, please. We have all the crew. It contains poison. The culprit did put poison in Dr. Wilson's carbonated water. Just let me cut the bitch and we'll get the answer shortly. The defense refuses to change its position. You're serious? I'm serious! Fool, are you blind? There is no possible way that bottle could contain poison. I mean, we just saw... Oh, thanks for the hype train, guy. He's cringy. 1854 was when an American ship attacked Japan knowing that it had no defenses to force trade since it was out of fuel, and at the time, US had to trade with Japan through the Dutch. This led to Japan overthrowing its government, and the next one in 1869 was pro-America and allowed the US and UK as trade partners. Yeah, it's I watched the historical drama about this. It was called Rurouni Kenshin. I'll shut up now. My exposure to Japanese history is through fucking movies and anime, but at least I have a little bit of exposure, right? There's the Meiji era? The Meiji era? The Meiji era? I don't know. There's no possible way that bottle could contain poison. I mean, we just saw. He was drinking carbonated water, so maybe this was deserved. You're fucking mean. Miss Brett drinking the water from it. Oh yeah, the captain is in Samurai Champloo too. That's right. And the dating sim. What's the dating sim called? The one with all the guys. You can date the guys. You can date the Shinsengumi. What's that dating sim called? It starts with a T, maybe? What is it? Now this is bugging me. We can't go on until... That's all the dating... Tokyo... No. Hakoki. That's right. You can date, there's a Neko Power Cat Boy Paradise. as a history teacher, it's actually good to see people get that little exposure, even if it ends there. Yeah, and then we know about the Shinsengumi from the dating sims. Disgusting. Hakoki is your jam. Wait, really? Is it good? Oh shit! Maybe I should play it. The guys are kind of hot. Okay, it's so fucked up. Cause can you imagine if there was a dating sim where you could date like the guys from what's the fucking musical? Hamilton. Where's the Hamilton dating sim, right? What if I want to date my anime boy Hamilton? Hamlet? Not Hamlet. You're sure that's a thing? And then imagine that was non-Americans' only exposure to American history. It's the anime version of George Washington, and they're like, ooh, George Washington is such a bishonen. You thought I misspoke? Wait, Hammy, you don't know about Hamilton? It's a really popular like musical. Yeah. Hamilton's pretty big. Hammy, you never heard of it? To be fair, I haven't like really listened to it or watched it. I like know about it. Yeah. Oh yeah, the Dutch weren't interested in pressing religious beliefs on the Japanese, if you remember correctly, so they traded with them. I see. You mean Hamilton is enough of a disgusting piece of media, Runekeeper? I guess Runekeeper is not going to be playing the Benjamin Franklin Kun dating sim. Ugu. It's like the biggest play in the last decade, Hammy. Oh, you watched it just so that you can shit talk it? I've heard the music is good. That's like basically all I know about it. Pure American propaganda. Okay, hold on. Back to the game. Sorry for the interruption. That's right, which rather complicates your argument, I think. And I believe that complication can be explained. How exactly? Let me show you! I needed to think through all the things that don't quite add up here. I know. No. Okay. Then yeah, we gotta find the evidence. Okay. What explains how the witness was able to consume the supposedly poisoned water unscathed? It was the medical report card. Right? Is it the medical report card? Japan was very cautious about who it was partners with. Then they got overthrown and the new government formed a partnership with anyone and everyone. Oh, can you get me some water? Have you been watching? Yeah, this bitch poisoned him. Cass is here. Okay, wait, the glass still could have been poisoned even. How does her drinking from the bottle prove anything? Yeah, I think it's the medical report card. It's gotta be this one. Wait. No. Okay, so... Wait, the question is, what explains how the witness was able to consume the supposedly poisoned water unscathed? So, it's this one. It says that the poison has to enter the body, so this explains that she was able to drink it unscathed, right? This one explains... The medical report card explains why he died, and she... Yeah, why he died. This one explains why she didn't die. Correct? That's the question. Yeah. The poison notes to prove a wound needed happened. Yes. So the witness was able to consume the supposedly poisoned water unscathed because of this report. Okay. Save first. Alright, save. Save. Back. Present. Yes. They should make you choose the page. The answer to this riddle is right here in Miss Brett's own research report. Fuck, dude! That's not a valid explanation. Let me finish! No? After all, we don't speak English! That report is utter gibberish. This impudent young scoundrel is trying to ridicule the court, your ex- What? I'm not trying to ridicule anyone, honest. I'm just reading the notes. I concur. What? This report is too extensive to be considered in its entirety by the court? You will direct us to the pertinent section, counsel. Which section of the report reveals the alleged answer to this riddle? It was Special characteristics. Special characteristics. Special characteristics. Yep, special characteristics. Special characteristics. Judge, we have to read nonsense. Absolutely not! We've been hearing a lot about this Durarara poison. Thanks for the water, Cass. We can't have the law be hindered by... We can't have justice be hindered by something. Like actually reading evidence. And it's left me curious about something. Oh, counsel? Well, it sounds as though indigenous hunters have been using this poison for years and years. He does not actually know how to read and is trying to hide it. To lace the heads of the arrows that they shoot at whatever prey they're hunting. So we've been led to believe, yes. And illiteracy can't stop the law. The point of hunting is to catch prey to eat. Get to the point, please. It was honestly... Wait, what are you guys talking about? I missed the question or the... It was honestly terrible. In order to get into the UN, women had to lose rights, and then they left the UN anyway because it refused to accept Japan's racial equality proposal. They couldn't have been gone sooner. Oh, pain. Okay. But if they were to use these lace arrows, doesn't that mean there would be traces of poison left in the prey the hunters were going to eat? This evidence can't stop me because I can't read. That's what the prosecutor said, yeah. Yes, good point. So surely the hunters wouldn't want to eat their prey, would they? Because then they'd be eating poison. Good gracious, counsel. No, that would be madness. But I actually found the answer to that conundrum here in the research report that I've been trying to tell you guys about for like 10 hours. Under special characteristics, it says this. The poison starts to work after entering the body through a wound. Through a wound, you say? I see. That makes sense. Yes, the mention of that particular detail seemed a little strange to me, though. But it all makes sense when you interpret what's written like this. When Durarara enters the body through an open wound, it has terrifying poisonous effects. However, when it enters the body via the mouth, it has no poisonous effects whatsoever. What? Miss Brett, you authored this research. You knew the special characteristics. And you knew that you could make a spectacle of drinking that water without any danger to yourself. You meddling little rapscallion! The swan came to life. Well, Ryunosuke, it turns out you're an even better lawyer than I thought you'd be. The swan's alive. It is now. It's an actual swan. Eating food with that caveat would be too much. Any cut in the tummy and it's your last dinner. That's what I was saying. Like all you need is like an ulcer in your mouth and you're fucking dead. Really? Me? A lawyer?
Objection!
All this poison talk is fascinating, I'm sure. Hold on. Cookie's covering the screen. But I fail to see how it possibly... Shut up! The swan is flapping! The swan is flapping. Look, it's going crazy. So, the ill-bred little puppy has a new toy to play with. Some facts he read in a book. But I'm afraid knowledge doesn't suit you, little boy. It only makes you look silly. What are you trying to say? Your schoolboyish logic has a fatal flaw. Oh my god, they're going to say, did Dr. Wilson have a wound? Yes, he had a wound! Shit's really starting to go down when the hat wakes up. Flaw? There's no flaw! As even your brain has managed to deduce it is safe to ingest, it seems likely that its effects are neutralized by the acidic nature of the gastric succus. Sorry. Oh yes, well, of course. Gastric suckers? What are they? Suck us these nuts, Miss Brett. Oh my god. So if this lethal poison is completely harmless when drunk, the professor wouldn't have died when he swallowed it, would he? Ah. No. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. No. No, no, no. Let me solve the case. The logic holds. If the God, I'm gonna drink my water. Are you trying to suggest that the poison is irrelevant? No, it's not. That's right. Surely even a little cockroach like you could understand something as simple as that. Holy shit. What? What is this? Welling up inside me. Is it arousal? Do I like birds? I've never felt like this before. It's a sort of conviction to break down all the discrepancies. It's so intense, almost rage-like. Wow, I actually identify with that really strongly. It's hatred! And more than anything else, it's an animalistic desire to take down my prey! Big fucking mad.
Objection.
I don't think so, Mr. Zilbret. The first objection. Oh. How dare you use that tone of me? You know very well that there is no fatal flaw here. You know exactly why, even though both you and the victim swallowed the same poison, you are alive, but Dr. Wilson is dead. Counsel, I'm sure I don't need to remind you. You must provide compelling evidence. As we now know that this poison is completely harmless when ingested, why would Dr. Wilson alone have been killed by it? Okay, by the stupid medical report card. Poison!
Take that!
Take that! As Miss Brett so readily pointed out, she drank the same water as the professor. However, there was a fundamental and fatal difference between the two diners. A fatal difference? Nice to know courts in the 19th century were as anal as they are now with evidence. So Cookie, stop it. Don't touch that. The premise of the game is that they have signed this treaty of friendship with Britain. As a history teacher, you can freely tell me that none of this is accurate. But the premise of the game is that now that they're increasing their ties with Britain is actually bringing their court system and the justice system over to Japan. Historically accurate? I don't know. It's what the game says. You don't need to remind us, so shut the fuck up. The toxic effects are only felt when the poison enters the body through an open wound. So, for a healthy person with no injuries, drinking it is completely harmless. But you mean half of the evidence doesn't exist to them till you spell it out like Sesame Street? What if there was a wound inside the mouth of the person drinking the poison water? Inside? Yes, like the wound you might have if you had just been to the dentist and had a tooth extracted, for example. Miss Brett, you've acknowledged many times in your testimony already that you were well aware of Dr. Wilson's dental appointment that day. You're just happy they didn't even try to Americanize this game. I think that people are more open to weeb stuff now, right? Like, yeah, it's like weebs who are gonna play this game, so they're not gonna be turned off by the weebiness, if that makes sense. That you were well aware of Dr. Wilson's dental appointment that day. We got her! Finally! So that's it. You used that knowledge to orchestrate this. She's gonna have her Joker moment. This is the scene in Death Note at the end where Light goes crazy. Is she laughing? I don't like to repeat myself, but honestly, I can't resist. These childish courtroom games and your half-baked arguments are all so puerile. What do you mean? Don't worry, little schoolboy. You'll find out soon enough. Huh? You see, when you leave vital evidence lying around, you never know what might happen to it. No! I mean, it could just slip, huh? To me, this seems like an admission of guilt. In a manner of speaking, if this game takes place after the 1870s, the new government had no organization and looked to partners like the UK and US to mold their new system after. Okay, so it's how do I say it? It's there's a tiny fragment of truth on which the video game premise is built. Yeah. Gunshot, we still need to prove the existence of a second gun. She's lost it. You know, you think they stopped trying to Americanize games because they just accepted these visual novels will never sell to the broad Madden crowd. No, I think you're absolutely right. They're like, the people buying these are already weebs, so like, what's the point? Just give them what they want, right? Oh dear, how careless of me. I'm afraid some crucial evidence may have just been tragically destroyed. But until you totally prove it, then the case won't end. What is it? What just happened? It's the Englishwoman. She just smashed that bottle. And in Supreme Court, what a terrible blunder. Blunder is not the word that I will use. Officer, what are you waiting for? Collect up as much of the water from that broken bottle as possible at once. You're wasting your time. This delightful carpet under my feet here was a gift from the British Empire. So the British even planned ahead and put carpet in the Supreme Court. The British gifted them carpet for their Supreme Court so that the carpet would soak up the evidence from the murder. I assure you, it will soak up the water beautifully. You have neither the technology nor the presence of mind to recover it. 12-dimensional chess. Oh my god. How could you? You won't get away with this. This goes all the way to the top. ShamWow wasn't invented yet. Fuck. You can thump the bench and shout as much as you like, little boy. That is basically an admission of— that's what I said! That's basically an admission of guilt. But I'm afraid we'll never know now, will we? If there really was poison in the bottle or not. And let us not forget. Arklen. We still have some very— No! She bit the iPhone wire. Sorry, she may have to go. Don't bite the— No. Close your mouth. Close your mouth. She's chewing on the iPhone. Okay. Hiya, cute. Cookie devour. We still have some very compelling evidence left intact. Is she just taunting me now? Yeah, I guess so. Alright. Isn't that right, counsel for the prosecution? Oh, of course. You're referring to this photo, I presume, dear lady. Cookie! What do you want? That's right, and really, looking at this photo, it's as clear as day, isn't it? Would sure be a shame if there was a glass left. Oh, yeah, you're right. You're right. The poor professor was sitting with his back to me. Well, did he keep the bag? No, we only have a photo of the bag. So of course the only person who could have shot him from the front is the little schoolboy.
Objection!
This is bullshit. No, you killed the victim that day using the poison. And then, in order to frame Ryunosuke Naruhodo for the crime, why would he sit with his back to you while eating it? I'm not sure. You waited until he picked up the pistol you'd arranged for him to find on the floor before you shot the professor's dead body in the chest with your own hidden— she has to go. With your own hidden gun. Just take both of them. Okay, then that would be kind of inaccurate because all that was really done in 54 was Britain could now do business directly instead of through German countries as middlemen like before. They might have fudged the dates a little bit, I guess. Okay. Then, in the confusion that followed, all you had to do was turn the dead professor in his chair around. You see, you had every opportunity to commit this crime. What a wonderful imagination you have, young man. Ding! A hidden gun, you say? And I shot the professor's dead body, did I? Sending Cookie to jail without a trial? That's right. Well, I'm terribly sorry, but you don't have a shred of evidence. Exactly. And as you have nothing to support your wild claims, the prosecution's stance remains unchanged. Come on! The victim, Dr. John H. Wilson, was killed by a gunshot to the chest This is ridiculous. Delivered in cold blood by the accused. Ugh. Ugh is right. This is unbelievable. How can this be happening? Does the judge have like no memories? What is this? We had her, but now, is she really gonna get away with it? You can't believe that after all this, Ouchie is still simping. He's a prosecutor, roomkeeper. I thought you understood. He's a prosecutor. The way she destroyed that evidence was obscene. Ryunosuke. Yes? We've come this far, but now you're the only one who can finish it. What? What do you mean? We've lost a vital piece of evidence, it's true. So if there are any clues left for us to use now, they must be in your head. In my head? Oh shit, we're boned. There's nothing but empty space in there. You told me before that your powers of observation were the one thing you could really depend on. Well, yeah, it's true, but I didn't manage to notice that this woman was a foreigner with a swan on her head. So think back again now. Try to remember every last detail about the scene that day. His head, does he even have one? He does, it's empty. It's a super interesting time period. Pokemon Arceus actually is the same time period. It is? I thought it was modern day. And about the reaction native tribes had to the new government, but with the Pokemon attacking Sapporo? Everything you saw, everything you felt, every color, every smell. Huh? Smell. What I saw, what I felt. Every color. Oh. Is Kazuma right? Somewhere in the vibrant memory of the same scene in my head, could there be another clue to expose the identity of Dr. Wilson's killer? Yeah, I guess. I have to say there's a clue, right? There has to be a clue, otherwise the story is over. Actually, Kazuma, is it really simping or just a corrupt official giving... No, probably not. Giving priority to the political interests of the country over a single individual freedom. Hey, Arkland. Are you... Arkland, are you a pig? Arkland is a pig fan. You heard it here first, folks. Shino big head. All right, we can go back to normal now. Let me fix that. Effect settings. Yeah. Okay. Yep. Hi again. Actually, I think I might have something. Thinking back over everything I saw, I think I might have uncovered another clue. Okay. Alright. You always have something up your sleeve. You mean it's still that? Pokemon Arceus is about you being a kid from modern time being thrown back into the 1800s. Oh, when Sapporo first transitioned from separate tribes to a big city. People in that game keep staring at your smartphone and act like your short shorts are weird underwear if you pick a girl. Oh no. I didn't know that. I thought it was just a regular game. I didn't realize it had time travel in it. What happened to 2D Shino? Do you want the 2D back? I just haven't used it in a while. Come on then, let's wipe that smug smile off that English woman's face with some evidence. Alright, I can't wait. Can I wait? I can't wait. It's been bugging me for a while that something feels amiss in my memories of that day. 2D Shino's on vacation. You want to see 2D every once in a while? How about next stream? You like to see it sometime? You only know the 3D Shino? Oh, okay. Sorry, it's gonna be a really dramatic zoom into his face for a little while. Man, I haven't used this shit in so long. I don't know if it actually still works. I haven't used it in ages. Is this gonna work? Let's see if this works. You like 3D, but you can't redeem the rainbow mustache of 3D. You can put props in VC face, if I'm not wrong. I think you can put props on. Okay, hold on. Where are we? Oh, look, there it is. It's hidden. 1 second. Ah. Oh, the tracking isn't working. Okay, amazing. That's good. That's great. IP address. Oh shit, what's my IP address now? I don't know. Hold on. What's does it say it in VTube Studio? Oh, it probably says it in here somewhere. Okay, let's see. Let's see, 20. Hold on, I don't know how to use an iPhone. Connect to PC. Excuse me? I don't know. Hold on. Oh, wait. I know what's wrong. I know what's wrong. I don't know what's wrong. 1 second. Yeah, I don't think this works anymore. I think that I might have to do some setup on my iPhone or something. Like, something's fucked up. Yeah, if your iOS device does not show up in this list, install iTunes and make sure that iTunes can... It should be installed! Yeah, I have it installed. Okay, sorry, it doesn't work. I have to... Yeah. No, it's not. Wait, hold on. Oh, whoa. Oh. You think so? Oh, okay. If you think it's not connected to data, then you can try to fix it. No, wait, hold on. Hold on, not giving up yet. Not giving up yet. Okay, just do it. Doesn't matter. Just try it. Maybe alive? He's plugging it in. Okay. Wait a second. That's not it. Wrong device. Is that the right device? Oh! There she is. Hey. Yeah, she lives. It's been so long, you guys. I forgot what this looked like. Oh wow, I forgot the frickin' user interface and everything. Yeah. How is it? I mean, I think it's cuter than the 3D one, but the movements aren't as good, obviously. Yeah. What do you guys think? First time seeing it? People clap. Okay. Anyway. You like 3D, but 2D is pretty cute. Yeah, I mean, I miss it. I wish my 3D looked like my 2D, if that makes sense. You liked 3D more, it's still cool to see though. Yeah. I mean, 2D Shino back for limited time only. Whatever it is could be the key to arriving at the truth about all this. Oh, hey, Audie, since you haven't seen the 2D at all, you wouldn't have seen all the other stuff either. I've got a lot of other stuff. I've got this one. This one also we haven't seen forever. And, let's see, I've got another one. It's a long story why I have multiple of these. Yeah, it's a long story. Oh no, the hand! The hand is still there. Yeah. And then we've also got, let's see, we've also got this one. Hey. Yeah, so many different faces. Okay. You redeemed something? What was it? I didn't see. I'm gonna ignore you. And then I've also got this. Hey everyone, I'm Rue. I'm Rue. This is my friend's model. This isn't my model, it's my friend's. Yeah, body snatched her. Yeah. Okay. Are you guys satisfied? Are we okay now? Satisfied? All good, right? Alright, I'm gonna go back to being 3D now. Yeah, I like now that you guys are used to the mouth movements, doesn't this one just look super fucked up? But like almost all. Okay, let's finish this case. Alright, let me turn this off and switch back. Let's see. Oops. Oh no, she's there forever. How do I get rid of her? Okay. I think I'm back. Where were we? Whatever it is could be the key to arriving at the truth about all this. Why do I even have Ruse model? We're friends? I don't know what to tell you. I just have it. We're friends, yeah. Why do I have Ruse model? Because we're friends, I don't know. It's here somewhere. The clue that shows who Dr. Wilson's real killer must have been is... probably the bloodstains on the plate that show that she shot him, I guess? What else could it be? It's gotta be this, right? You saw Ruse model here before you saw it on Ruse stream. Is it this? I'm just gonna go with this. The ketchup on the steak. Okay. Inspector Hosonaga, answer me this! Yes? What is it? Ugh, he's still miles away, probably thinking about that bottle being smashed. Okay. As you've said a number of times now, you strive for perfection in your investigations, don't you? You feel like Shino used it before wrote it? No, I didn't. Absolutely. I wonder, therefore, if perhaps you took anything else from the scene of the crime. Like, for instance, the plate of steak that you took to the victim's table that day.
Objection!
Wait a minute! Where are you going with this? Where are you going with this, little boy? It's just a memory that's been troubling me. What memory? I saw the scene shown in this photographic print with my own eyes that day. And I saw that on the wooden base of the plate that the steak was served on was a spattering of blood. What? Oh, really? And what of it? Obviously, that must have happened when you shot the professor. No, that can't be the case. Take a good look at the photograph and the relative position of everything there. The plate of steak is almost directly behind the victim. If I'm supposed to have shot Dr. Wilson in the chest from the front, there's no way that blood from the victim could have ended up directly behind him. Is that right? Oh, maybe the guns in the old days weren't that powerful and they couldn't go straight through the body. I'm not sure what he's trying to say here. What kind of argument is that? Can someone explain what he's trying to say? Yes, okay, explain. That makes sense? For blood to have made it onto the plate, it implies that the plate was between the victim and the shooter. Does it? If there was no exit wound, oh, okay. We have already established his hand fell on the plate cow bowl sign, so what is this all about? It did say in the report that there's no exit wound. Ah, I see. I see. Wait. Oh. Ah, I see. Which means the shooter must have been sitting opposite the professor as you were. Giselle Brat, but we have no proof of that, right? Unless we get the plate. I beg your pardon?
Objection!
You have a friend that has a gunshot wound and there is no exit wound. I see. This is beyond ridiculous. Fabricated. Stop it! Yeah.
Hold it!
Oh. Who? Oh, now it's him. Maybe she shot him with a hollow point bullet. Did they have those in the 1890s? This could be the moment that my entire career in the police force has been leading me to. Inspector, you mean bullets can fragment in the body or go straight through? I took the plate in the interest of preserving evidence from the scene of the crime. I took it meat and all, and I don't care if they call me a crime scene thief because of it. You did what? All bullets were hollow point back then because FMJ wasn't invented yet. Fucking Mary Jane. What's FMJ? Full Metal Jalchemist. Sorry. What's Full Metal Jacket? Is that a movie? I don't know. I took the steak that you had been eating, Miss Brett. I took the steak that the sergeant had been eating. I don't know about guns, okay? Don't make fun of me. And I did it all in the name of justice. The bullet is coated fully. It's a movie by Stanley Kubrick, actually. That's the only Full Metal Jacket I know is the movie. It's a kind of bullet. I thought it was a movie. I only know the movie. Then we can find out for sure whether or not there's a blood stain on Miss Brett's plate. We must examine it now. Dude, this court case is so long. There's so many twists and turns and so much bullshit. Inspector. The court wishes to examine the plate from the victim's table immediately. Yes, sir. She gonna drop this shit on the floor too? Oopsies. There it is. Sorry for the delay. He left a steak on it. Here's what you ordered. The steak. Well, what about the blood? Is there blood on it? Of course there isn't. Quickly, Inspector, the blood, man! Show the court! Of course, examine the plate at your leisure. There's no blood! No blood! There's no blood! Yeah. No blood anywhere. Even the judge got into it. But no, that's impossible! I know I saw it. I'm sure of it. It was right there on the table behind the professor. There was blood on the side of the plate. But there is the crime Zali was angry about yesterday. Oh, the biting the steak. Shouldn't it be moldy by now? What an unbecoming expression, little boy. Wow, you see? This is why I always say you can't trust what the Japanese tell you. Oh my god. Ugh. I couldn't agree more in the case of this disgrace to the Empire. I believe we may finally have reached a conclusion of this trial. The cop got hungry. Let's hope so. The let's pretend attempt at courtroom proceedings is painful to watch. But I do promise to do my best to forget all about it when it's over. This sorry-looking state reveals the facts all too clearly. If the sorry-looking accused wishes to examine it again, be my guest. The plate of steak has been entered into the court record. Okay, I am going to look at it right now. Was the plate I saw, or thought I saw, just a figment of my imagination? Alright. I can't find anything out of place. Oh, okay. What about the steak? The coin?! What? Is there a coin? This is the steak that belonged to the other guy. This is the steak that belonged to the other guy. This is the other guy's steak. The steak belonged to the curio collector. He hid his coin in the steak. Oh my god. What in the world is this? I think it's a Koban coin. And the hallmark is from the Hoei era, I believe. What? No, I don't mean what is it? I'm losing my shit, dude. I mean, what is it doing there? Dude, the people who wrote this game, they must have loved like Agatha Christie novels, but they were like, but what if anime? Right? This is like crazy. I mean, what is it doing there? Yeah, it's one of the two guys' steak. It's not her steak. Mistakes were made. It should be mistake. The steak was missed. It was a mistake. Okay. Wait, did you say it was a Hoei Koban? Yes. And apart from the meat juices, it looks to be in good condition. I imagine it's very valuable. This isn't the first time today there's been talk of it. I've heard of pearls before swine, but I've never heard of bullion in bouillon. Oh, Thanks,
イン
Dingba.
グルブギフテッドアティアワンサブティーアオゾラ7系ハブギブン
God, I fucking hate puns, dude.
ザチャンネル
That wasn't it's not a good pun. Imagine a 19th century lawyer pointing to a discrepancy and saying, "What the fuck is this? Was this steak twist well done?" Everybody shut the fuck up. Everybody leave. Close the stream. Mute it, close the tab, just go. And I don't think you ever will again. This is extraordinary though. This means... Shut up! Shut up! Shut the fuck up. Thank you for the follow. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up! Shut up! Okay. We're moving on. This is it now. I've lost. No! What do you mean we've lost? It's not over yet. Not until the final gavel. Never stop believing in yourself. Keep looking forward no matter what. Ganbare yo. Believe in myself. Really? You can do it. Maybe I should at least examine the evidence for myself. I did. I examined the evidence. We examined it, right? As the evidence requested by the defense has not been shown to be problematic in any way. Hold it! I presume any further examination of evidence in this trial will be unnecessary. Does the defense have any objection? Yes! That bloodstain was going to clinch the trial for me. Can this plate of steak reveal any other clues at all? Yes, there's another clue. We've already done that 8 million times. Your Excellency, please wait. This plate of beef is hiding another clue! Another clue that will reveal the shocking truth. No! The only thing that's shocking here is your unhealthy fascination with beefsteak. Your Excellency, I think I've made myself clear, haven't I? Sorry, I'm trying to do the hand thing, but I've got my wrist brace on, so I can't bend my wrist. I will not be able to turn a blind eye to any more unnecessary procrastination in this trial. Hold on. The bite, probably? No, we found the coin underneath. The coin is enough because it's not her steak. I'm sorry, Miss Brett, but we must ensure a thorough examination of the evidence. I will not give a ruling until I'm completely satisfied that all reasonable doubt has been dispelled. I see. As a newly affirmed ally of my country, that's still your position, is it? Wow. She said, you guys are sucking on the tea to Great Britain now. You gotta bend the knee. That sounds like a BuzzFeed article. The shocking truth behind this beefsteak. If we're proving anything, is that the evidence needs to be labeled. You're right, Shino. Thank you, Your Excellency. Holy fuck. Counsel for the defense, you will now clearly show the court to what you are alluding. Where precisely on this plate of beefsteak is this new clue to be found? How do we lift the steak?
Got it!
Got it! What? No, counsel, I'm afraid that won't do. That was ambiguous at best. When you're asked to identify a detail like this, you must do so knowing there's a penalty for mistakes! What? Oh, do I have to lift it up? Turn the steak over and over until... Okay. Hold on! Can I lift it up? Wait a second. Maybe with space? Ah! There we go. Oh my god, I made a mistake. What in the world is this? I think it's a... Yeah, we already did this! Stop! It's so slow. Can we speed this up? I found the coin before I was meant to. Yeah, I think so. I messed up. Is there a way to speed up the text? Anyway. This is extraordinary though. Click? I'm clicking. I'm clicking. Okay. There we go. Got it! Good gracious! That's... a Koban. What on earth? Ahoy Arrow one at that. Okay. Miss Brett. This is in fact the beefsteak that you ordered at the restaurant on the day in question, is it? Get an auto clicker. Control tends to be skip. I'll look it up later. Tell me, why is there an old coin seemingly hidden underneath the meat? What a ridiculous question! How should I know? It means a Meowth was here. I've never seen that thing before in my life. I don't know what this is, but I want no part of it.
Objection!
I fail to see how this is relevant. A coin under the meat? That could simply have been a careless mistake by the chef in a moment of distraction.
Objection!
Don't be absurd. We're supposed to believe that this happened by accident in the kitchen? A rare Hoai Koban just happened to be hidden underneath that piece of steak. Meowth, that's right. If this turns out to be irrelevant to the case, I'll rip up my ticket to Great Britain right now. He's right. It can't be a coincidence. Your Excellency. Yes, Counsel? A rare Hoai Koban just happens to be hidden underneath that piece of steak. If this turns out to be irrelevant to the case, I'll give up my lawyer job right now.
Objection!
You don't have it in the first place. By all means, don't let us stop you. No one invited you anyway.
Shut up!
Perhaps, little boy, you should realize that it is you who is irrelevant. Even though I'm the one on trial here. The point is, it's essential that we ask the owner of this coin if he can explain what it's doing under that steak. The owner? Yes, it's obvious. There's only one person it can belong to. The owner of the koban that was found underneath the beefsteak is Curio Collecta.
Take that!
Obviously, it can only be the antiques dealer and owner of Rasute Curio Collecta-san. Curie as in Mr. Cucumber something? Honestly, these ridiculous Japanese names are quite unfathomable. Oh my god. They made a double mega triple pun. His name is Curio Collecta in quote-unquote Japanese, but it means something in English, right? And then now she's saying that it's a Japanese name. Okay, sorry. It's painful! Ah, yes. You pretty sure that's Yesa Nosa steak? It could be. Well, he said he lost it. The old man who testified earlier alongside the military sergeant, correct? Yes, Your Excellency. I remember him saying that he was up to something with his koban coin when it happened. At exactly the moment the gun was fired. Did he drop it? The gunshot interested me not. I was far too busy on the floor. Too busy on the floor. Sorry, what were you doing? Okay, blah blah blah. Hunting for treasure. Cause he like dropped his coin or something, right? My prize coin. Was it his? Is it his steak? And this koban, do you mean to tell me?
Objection!
No, no, no. Please, why would Korekta-san's koban be sandwiched between the victim's beefsteak and its plate? It makes no sense.
Yes!
Which is why I'm asking to bring Korekta-san back to the witness stand so we can ask him. Officer, bring both witnesses that testified earlier back in here. Oh my god, they're coming back without a moment's delay. Holy shit. You think Ryunosuke should just walk out? This court is so head empty they'd probably forget who they were trying to convict. I can't believe we've come back around to that pair again. Wow, it comes full circle. This trial is insane. And I have a hunch, a strong hunch, that if we chase down the real significance of this koban, we'll find that it's a key element in the case. I mean, it just means that it can't be her steak, right? Isn't that the... Okay, anyway. Alright, they're back. What's this all about? Why haven't I been called up again? Don't you realize that it's dinner time for little baby Aido? When my son's belly is empty, he's fiercer than a pack of wolves. Exploited by the police we were, like miserable dogs, forced to bear false witness. Why can't your local jury duty be like this? Honestly, Japanese courts are this anal about evidence today. Hey, I mean, that's good, right? And when cast from this courtroom myself, I became a ruined man in a trice, a worthless, withered antique. Nothing more have I to say. The sun has set on this Rasute shop owner's existence. Be that as it may, Korekta-san, something has come to light that requires your clarification. As far as your Rasute memory serves, have you ever... Yes, that's it! The one! The very exact one that it is. The resplendent, splendiferous Hoei treasure that my rusty bones managed to misplace that fateful day. It can't be! As I thought. He's so calm. Young man! Enlighten this decrepit old fool. Put me out of my misery. Where was my treasure? Where was it dropped? Oh, I'm not sure if it was dropped anywhere. We found your coin sandwich between a beefsteak and its plate, soaking in the season's meat juices. Sandwiched? Soaking? Seriously? Clearly, it couldn't have fallen there by accident, which means, oh, the military guy really was trying to steal it. Yeah. Somebody must have hidden it there on purpose. Somebody concealed my Hoei treasure. Okay, so the military guy tried to steal it. Oh, because he can't pay for daycare. He's tried to steal the coin because he can't pay for daycare. Oh, somebody concealed my Hoei treasure between a slab of meat and a metal plate. Who would do such a thing? Such an unconscionable thing. The plot thickens. Excuse me. Military benefits are notoriously bad. Could I say something? Yes, of course. Proceed, Inspector Hosonaga. I mentioned this earlier on in the trial, but I was working undercover in the restaurant in order to investigate another case. Ah yes, that's right. The secret undercover operation. La Carnival is a high-class Western cuisine restaurant. It attracts wealthy diners, including many foreigners. Recently, there's been a run of similarly executed thefts targeting the restaurant's rich clientele. A number of such incidents have been reported to the police bureau. Wicked crimes indeed. Okay. We wanted to nip the case in the bud quickly, especially with so many foreigners being affected. So that's why you were sent in undercover, is it? Yes, sweating bullets. Yes, I took on the job of waiter at the restaurant in order to flush out the criminal. It seems likely that this Koban incident is the work of the same thief. So unbeknownst to us, there was a master thief at work in the restaurant on a regular basis. Was it the baby? The place was already on the scene. Was already the scene of several crimes, it seems. I don't know about the master thief part, but the identity of the person who stole and hit Correcta-san's Koban is all too clear. What? What? I think the court would like to hear the defense's view on this matter. Tell us, who is this despicable scoundrel that stole Correcta-san's Koban and hid it under the steak? It's gotta be this guy, right? I mean, who else could it be? Right? I've got 4 lives left.
Take that!
Obviously, it can only be you. That baby's name, Steaky-san. Sergeant Iesa Nosa. What? How? OMG, you've been saying that expression wrong for years. You thought it was nip it in the butt? It's Bud. Maki's Japanese. Yeah. So not a native speaker, I guess. The baby's shop. How dare you, you monster! Monster? I stole that Koban, did I? I'm the master thief of La Carnival, am I? You're seriously accusing me of these crimes, cadet? But it wasn't me, it was Aido! Aido is the mastermind behind all this. He threw the baby under the bus. The stakes keep getting higher and higher. The stakes. Oh my fucking god. Holy shit. You would push the blame for your crimes onto your own son, an innocent little baby. It's you who's the monster, Sergeant Nosa. We got him, boys. Oh shit. Clippity clop, clippity clop, clippity clop. Gug. He's a horse. The baby's gonna talk? What the fuck? Nippon Imperial Army Sergeant Yasunosa preparing to stand down in the Supreme Court. Sir! What is happening? Oh, okay. He went back to normal. I thought the baby was gonna talk. Do any of you know of the extraordinarily low wages the Nippon Imperial Army pays those it expects to keep our country safe? I understand that the temporary increase in taxation owing to the recently ended conflicts remains in place. Told you! Hi, Emily. And I've heard it's hard for lower-ranking soldiers to make a living, yes. The baby has been driving him? Yeah. The baby's the Gundam pilot. Oh yeah, the baby's like the rat in Ratatouille. Okay, hold on. I need to stretch. Thanks, Emily. Okay. Okay. Oh, like, his mustache went from straight to war. It did! It's a Wario stash now. All I want is to put a hot meal on the table for my son. That's why you were stealing things at the restaurant. The place is heaving with money. Every 3 days, I'd go there and do recon for a target. And I enjoy chomping my way through a good steak at the same time. Isn't that expensive? It sounds like he doesn't bother with a knife and a fork even. Zali! They even called it out. He's the one who eats the steak. He eats the steak with his teeth. Sorry, I mean with I mean everybody eats the steak with their teeth, but hang him. He's the steak biter. And your target that day was the old man in his koban. Yes, sir. He was an easy mark. I slipped the coin into my pocket without any trouble at all. Not with his teeth. He picks it up and bites it like a caveman. A veritable phantom thief you are. Phantom thief? Kaito-dan time. Biting out of the steak like it's string cheese. I was all set to leave the steak I was halfway through devouring when it happened. Bang. All right. Yes, when the professor was shot. I knew that if the police conducted a search, take your heart, and found the coin in my pocket, I'd be finished. Ido too. Is that a motherfucking Persona 5 reference? So I hid the incriminating evidence as fast as I could on the double. I slipped it under the steak, hoping that I'd be able to rendezvous with it again at a later date. This story is so stupid that everyone is struck dumb. Did I enjoy the swan lady? I hate her! I hate her. You just came back. I'm still on that stupid steak. Arclet, are you not enjoying the game? Bang. Alright. Oh my god, this is a clown show. This is ridiculous. The game is its own straight man. Perhaps you could carry on with this absurd prattling in your own time. Well, Miss Brett. Oh, of course, dear lady, of course. How rude of us. I'm quite sure there's no need to detain you any longer at all. He T-posed again. May the esteemed gentlewoman please be excused, Your Excellency. Indeed. Wait, no. The theft at the Koban was clearly perpetrated by this baby-saddled sergeant. No, it means the steak that we're looking at for evidence is not her steak. It would certainly appear to be unrelated to Dr. Wilson's murder. No! No. Let me interrupt right now. Of course it is. No! Hiding a coin under a lump of meat, the sheer nonsense of such an idea astounds me. Nonsense, is it? Objection! Hold it! Well, oof. And as for picking up your steak and biting into it without using a knife and fork, it's beyond nonsense. It's pure madness. Okay, we agree on that point. Very well. Now that all questions concerning this witness's testimony have been answered, I see no further justification for detaining her. No! Miss Brett, no! and good day. Okay. There's a problem here. Objection! 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 Are we sure Brett isn't Haru? Believe it or not, you will love her later, and by love her, you mean feel the same way I do now, maybe? Okay. Oh, no, it's just something about Miss Brett's parting words there got me thinking. Good luck, everyone. I can't quite work out what exactly, but something she said jarred with me. I feel like there was a contradiction in there somewhere. Something didn't quite add up. Yeah, no shit! If that's the case, don't just stand there thinking, make your voice heard. Sorry? You can think later, but if you don't call out now, it'll be too late. The trial will be over! Objection! Objection!
Hold it!
Hold it! Wait, Miss Brett. What is it now? I'm afraid, just one last time. There's something I'd like to ask you. Hammy, you eat it like a burger? Oh my god. I'd like you to explain the contradiction in your parting words from just a few moments ago. What are you talking about? What contradiction?
Attention!
What new student nonsense is this? No, you're always yelled at when you try to? Okay, good. Well, what parting words are you talking about, Ryunosuke? It bothers you that he keeps slightly unsheathing his sword? It means he's turned on. Okay, hiding a coin under a lump of meat. The sheer nonsense of such an idea astounds you. Yeah, I mean, it's not her stake, right? It's not her stake. This is where that's leading, right? Hold on. Hey. And as for picking up your steak and biting into it without using a knife or fork, it's beyond nonsense. Kazuma, please just cut everyone down. Steak sandwiches are legit. Yeah, okay, fair. Eating steak in a sandwich. But eating steak like a sandwich is different from eating steak as a sandwich, correct? Yeah. Alright. Yes, I'm right. What she said there exposed an undeniable contradiction. I'm going to need to see evidence, Counsel. If Miss Brett's words truly are contradictory, where is the evidence to prove it? Fuck! Finally, the steak bite is relevant. I know, dude. We've been waiting so long. Literal hours. Okay. I guess the picture of the steak is good enough, right? Oh, the steak itself. So she said she would never bite into it, right? So we can just show the steak, right?
Take that!
Okay. The steak that Miss Brett had been eating before the professor was killed, yes? Go on. More accurately, Your Excellency. The steak that was on the victim's table just before the professor was killed. Now you're just splitting hairs. Not true. Doesn't something about the steak strike you as very unnatural? Unnatural? What on earth do you mean? After 4 more hours of debate, the court concluded Dr. Wilson killed himself. Gonna be honest, the first time you missed that it was bit, so you had just been throwing out that it looked like it had been. Surprised you that it was. I see. It's extremely obvious. I'm talking about the shape of the edge where it's been eaten. I see you've noticed it too, Miss Brett. Notice what exactly, Counsel? Just a few moments ago, Miss Brett claimed no Englishman could even contemplate picking up a steak and biting into it without using a knife and fork. Of course she did. She's a refined English gentlewoman herself. Then take a good look at the steak, in particular the edge where it's been eaten. The bite was relevant, you guys. Oh my god. As you can see, there are clearly defined barbaric teeth marks there. Ah, oh. As if English slobs don't exist. It looks like Miss Brett has realized something. So if the witness, as she claims, wouldn't contemplate eating anything without using a knife and fork, Ryunosuke folds his steak like a taco. There shouldn't be teeth marks in the steak at all.
Attention!
But what is your actual point? Perhaps the delightful Miss Brett was ravenously hungry and couldn't. Oh, whatever you say, dear lady. How did you not know it was bitten? You thought it was cut to look like a bite this entire time. I thought that no one would actually bite into a steak like that. I didn't realize it was going to be a plot point. As I said, I really must be leaving now. Hey! You don't get to go. Afternoon tea with the Minister of Justice cannot possibly wait any longer. Nope, you gotta stay. Of course, of course. This will all be over in the blink of an eye. Rest assured, I'm about to put this rookie in his place. Just leave everything to... I've heard enough. You irritating little spectacled samurai relic. Of course, dear lady. What's the matter, Miss Brett? Have we ruffled your feathers? Clearly the witness knows what this means. She's realized the catastrophic implications these teeth marks in the steak have for her. Not looking good for you, so you have to go now? Oh. What's wrong, Mike? Are you okay? Okay, see you later. Thanks for coming. Yunosuke, do you know where you're going with this? Yeah, it's on her steak. I've been saying it for like 20 minutes. Yes, now at last, it's all come together. She's singing her swan song now. Nope. Was the Japanese version filled with puns too, or did the translators just have a lot of fun? I don't actually know. No, you met the lady. Oh. You are still good. I thought it was you. I was like, oh no, is Mike okay? I get it. It's just the lady. The mysterious teeth marks in a steak that had allegedly been eaten with cutlery. Well, the Japanese do love their puns. It's true. As somebody who has translated manga before, let me tell you about this very common pun. Steak in Japanese, steaky. Awesome in Japanese, suteki. So, at least in Kuroko's basketball, there was this pun. There was actually a guy who loved puns, and translators hated that guy. He made that pun. Kono steaki wa suteki desu. The steak is amazing. And I've seen translators do, this steak is steakalicious. Which isn't really a pun. But the steak is steakalicious. The reason why the bloodstain I know I saw somehow seems to have disappeared. You remember that? Yeah. It's unmistakably delicious. Ah, that's a good one, actually. Yeah, you should have helped me translate that. I think it wasn't me. Rub-a-dub-dub, thanks for the grub. That's a common, for those of you who don't know, it's a common translation for itadakimasu. Cass is losing his shit. He said what? He didn't know. Itadakimasu. Okay. The reason why the bloodstain I know I saw somehow seems to have disappeared. And most importantly, no way, yes. It has been translated as rub-a-dub-dub, thanks for the grub. It has. I'm sorry. Sorry to all the native Japanese speakers out there. English and people who speak English are fucking stupid. Your neighbors must think you're crazy because you've been laughing like it is a war crime. The evidence that proves once and for all who shot Dr. Wilson that day. That's why in children's anime dub they always say rub-a-dub-dub. Yep, that's right. Okay. Let's go. I accept that these teeth marks in the steak are a little unnatural, as you put it, Counsel. But what exactly are you suggesting that tells us? Everything, Your Excellency. Everything? Yes, I believe that these barbaric teeth marks in the steak here amount to conclusive evidence in this case. Evidence that will prove beyond any doubt who shot Dr. Wilson. Conclusive evidence? How many times have I heard that today? You threw some away! You broke some of the conclusive evidence. You wouldn't know the meaning of the phrase, typical Japanese empty threats. Holy shit. How can you be so sure? Oh, it's quite simple. What are his teeth made of? This boy drinks his milk. If you really had such conclusive evidence, you would have presented it to the court long ago. Actually, the evidence I'm talking about hasn't been brought before the court yet. Hasn't been? What? But just because it hasn't been shown yet doesn't mean that the evidence does not exist.
Objection!
This is some... this is absurd. The trial has run several hours already and you say there's evidence yet to be brought forward. This is why we have discovery! This is why we have discovery, but you guys don't do this. There can't be. I don't believe you have it.
Objection!
I don't, but there is someone who does have it. Someone in this very courtroom. And if that person is willing to submit the piece of evidence I'm referring to, it will solve every remaining mystery about this case. You haven't brought the evidence forward. I've been trying for the last 3 hours, but you keep objecting. Very well. I have a feeling this will be my last request of the defense in this trial. Who possesses the conclusive evidence that will reveal the truth about this whole affair? Is it the cop? He grabbed all the stakes, right? Is it the cop? It's the cop, right? It's gotta be the cop. Is it the cop? Okay, thank you.
Take that!
Take that! The answer is obvious. It's Inspector Hosonaga. What? I have it? Yes. Either the cop or Yesa? You think I've been withholding conclusive evidence? That's ridiculous. No, I'm not saying that. Everyone's attention has been focused on this stake with the teeth marks. Yes. Now, earlier this afternoon, Sergeant Nosa told the court the following. I'd enjoyed chomping my way through a good steak. And as well as admitting to stealing Korekta-san's coin, he told us that he slipped it under the steak. You watch it, cadet. I'm a superior officer. Sergeant Nosa, could you please confirm something for me? Was the steak that you put the coin under, in fact, your own steak? Tension! Affirmative, of course. I might be a soldier in the Imperial Nippon Army, but still... I'm not brave enough to ask a foreign gentle lady if she'd mind me manhandling her meal to hide something in it. Dude, I've been pulling out new evidence for the last 3 hours. For all we know, he has the victim's body behind him. In other words, the steak that the detective submitted as evidence earlier was in fact Sergeant Nosa's meal.
Objection!
But that makes no sense. That plate was taken from the victim's table.
Objection!
Yet the gentlewoman does not take bites out of her steak, nor did she have any opportunity to steal the coin. Of course I didn't steal it. To even suggest such a thing would be an affront to the entire British Empire. Well then, how do you explain this paradox? Exactly. Surely you're not going to suggest that the sergeant switched the two steaks over? You did switch the plates! What are we even talking about? You don't know anymore. Well, after it happened, when I saw the civilian had been murdered right in front of my eyes like that, I panicked. As I said, I immediately lifted my steak and hid the coin underneath it. But then when the waiter announced he was an undercover policeman, I thought I'd had it! If he decided to investigate my slab of meat, that'd be it. I'd be getting my marching orders. So when the cadet here was arrested and taken off to the kitchen, I seized my chance. He changed the stakes! He changed the stakes. With military precision and timing, I switched my steak with the one on the foreign lady's table. What? You can't have! I never saw you do such a thing! It was called Operation Lightning Bolt. There was no time for strategic planning. It was do or die, I tell you. So yes, I did what had to be done. Unbelievable! Do you like this game? However, fear not, prosecutor-san. High stakes switcherooing. Oh god. Stop. What now? I swear on the brass buttons on my uniform, that is all I did, sir. All you did? That's plenty, Sergeant! So, if Sergeant Nosa switched the plates over, it means he took Miss Brett's steak and the plate it was on back to his own table. The cats are out of jail! How did they get out? They must have opened the door. Oh my god. Yeah, it's a pole door, so they got out of a room with a pole door. Okay. Yes, that follows. Inspector Hosonaga. Oh, sorry. Yes? Earlier in this trial, you told the court this. You said that you had not only taken Miss Brett's stake after the incident, but also the sergeant's. That to preserve evidence, you had taken both. Prison break. Ah. She's chewing on her mask. That's correct. Bring me the stake. Then please present it to the court now. The plate that was actually on the victim's table at the precise moment he was shot.
Shut up!
What can that possibly tell us now? I mean, a cold slab of tough meat, it can't have the slightest bearing on the case.
Objection!
No, you're not wriggling your way out of it this time, lady. I beg your pardon? Surely you're not that forgetful. Surely you remember the reason why the steak pan promises to prove such a problem for you. No? You're the ones who decided it was a problem, not me. The reason the defense asked to see that plate was to confirm something the defendant remembers seeing. A cold slab of meat, you mean the victim? Bring in the fucking steak! Thinks he remembers. I'm quite sure of what I saw, Miss Brett. Ketchup. On the side of the plate that was on the table directly behind Dr. Wilson, there was a clear spattering of blood from the gunshot wound to the victim's chest. I believe the defendant's memory serves him well. And now we have the evidence to prove it. The plate you were eating from, Miss Brett! Let us not prolong this any further. Inspector, you will show the evidence to the court. Present the beefsteak and plate that was originally on the table. Imagine it turns out to be ketchup! Alright. Yes, sir! Eating ketchup with his steak. He was squeezing ketchup from a squeezy bottle onto the steak. Then he picked it up with his bare hands and bit into it like a caveman. That's probably how Donald Trump eats his steaks. Sorry for keeping you. Alright. Here is the other steak and its plate. Please, feel free to examine it. Is it blood? The blood stain. It's clearly visible. Look.
Yes!
Now this makes everything clear. The blood you can see on the side of the plate shows that at the moment the victim was shot, he was facing the table with his back to me. He was facing the table with his back to me. In other words, it's impossible for Naruhodo-san to have shot the victim. Ag! It can't be. Time to break the wooden plate. In fact, there's only one person who could possibly have shot Dr. Wilson from the front. I'm sure everyone knows by now who that person is. That's right. Miss Giselle Brett. It's you! It can't be ketchup. The Japanese didn't have tomatoes at the time. I see. The swan fainted! Outdone by a Japanese me? By a Japanese schoolboy? No! Oh my god. Her goose is cooked. Shut up, Shono. She's ascending to heaven! She went to heaven. She died in court. It's a mom! Holy shit. Please excuse my little outburst. Quick, she's trying to escape. I briefly lost my composure. Most unbecoming behavior for an English gentlewoman. Forgive me, what's going on? She lost her shit. Whenever you, like, nail them with the evidence, they, like, lose their shit. So, well, Miss Brett, I think it's time you told the court what actually happened that day. The truth this time. Gladly, Your Excellency. No more bullshit. I'm gonna actually lose my mind if she takes out a bunch of bullshit again. Okay. It was I who took the professor's life. Using the poison. She's confessing. As you surmise, I chose that particular day for one very important reason. The professor had a dental appointment for the extraction of one of his teeth in the morning. So you planned to kill the professor, knowing that no trace of poison would be found in his water. Because durarara is unheard of here in Japan. Yes. Of course, I never intended to remain at the restaurant for as long as I did. I only needed to see the professor take one tiny sip of his water and it would all be over. Why would she talk? I don't know, for the game reasons. I would place the steak I had ordered in front of him to make it appear as though he had been dining alone and leave immediately. However, before any of that happened, there was an unexpected visitor at the professor's table. That would be me, I suppose. Yes, you. Who else? Such a trifling matter, but the fact that you decided to come over to greet the professor meant that I had lost my chance to slip away unnoticed. She realizes she's defeated. Yeah. It's one of those anime, like, the evil villain monologue things. In due course, the professor took a sip of his water and was paralyzed. I made sure he was sitting in his chair such that he wouldn't fall. There was no going back at that point. So I concocted a plan on the spur of the moment. She had 2 guns on her? A plan to pin Dr. Wilson's murder on this innocent man. You think the animations are that flashy because this was originally on 3DS and they wanted them to look in 3D? I see. I happen to know that the professor always carried a gun. I decided to use that fact to my advantage. Oh, the professor was holding a gun. Imagine she claims diplomatic immunity and just leaves. I mean, that's probably where this is going. I had the bottle of poison in my handbag. Once you can't get out of it, the sooner you confess the better. The longer you lie, the worse your sentence. And my own pistol concealed under my skirt. You see, I told you guys. With a skirt that size, you could put anything under there. You could put a fucking cannon under there. Under your skirt. So I was right. There were 2 guns. Yes. And then I finished my coffee and got up to leave. That's when I noticed the professor's gun, which you had presumably placed on the floor. No English person goes out to dine without their traditional pistol. The Coochie Uzi. Stop it. Sticky. Place where you were sure that I would notice it. And everything went according to plan. Naruhodo was right. He should have lifted her skirt. You noticed the gun as I had intended. The Gatling gun Granny Pantsu. And then just as you bent down to pick it up, bang. Brett stays strapped at the dining table. That's when you shot the professor with your own gun. Even though at that point he was already dead. Naturally, the gunshot caused a commotion, at which point the waiter appeared. Obviously, I assumed Naruhodo-san was the culprit and apprehended him. I took him to the pantry that adjoins the kitchen and locked him inside. That's when I took the opportunity to turn the professor and his chair around. Because of course, you needed to make it look like the defendant had shot Dr. Wilson from where he'd picked up the gun. Okay, alright. I was wondering the whole time why he was facing the other way from the table, right? Like, so there you have it. So that was actually important in the end. That is the entirety of my misdemeanor. They locked me in the pantry? Yeah, he did like a temporary arrest while I guess the cops were coming or something. Holy shit. She did an oopsie. I think that's more of a felony, Your Excellency. The evidence is irrelevant to the case, Your Excellency. Yes. I wonder. Might I speak with you in private later? Hey! No. That's not a thing. No. I shall call on you. Nope. That's not a thing. What? Thank you. Good day then, everyone. She's the criminal! What do you mean, good day? I hope you can forgive me, Naruhodo-san. She's leaving? Her job here is done. Plot armor. Oh, well, at least we're innocent, I guess. Okay, anyway. It would seem this trial has finally run its course. I presume the prosecution is in agreement? This can't be. Taketsuchi Ochi does not lose. Not to the likes of this rookie student. You'd better start getting used to tough opposition. Arg. Ryunosuke Naruhodo. Yes? This insult to the Aochi family name will never be forgotten. We didn't get a motive? True, no motive. But we're not solving the crime, we're just doing justice. Justice, quote unquote. You've become conceited with age council, but the old have to stand aside and make way for the new. Okay. This is just like a propaganda game. It's the way of the world. May you never forget that. He cut off his top knot! Oh my god. The future is now, old man, you guys have the same brain. 1,000 millennia may pass and still the Aochi clan will never measure up to the Naruhodo clan. Wow. This trial in the Supreme Court of Japan, assaulting court, will, I believe, go down in history as the start of a new chapter in our country's judicial system. Oh my god. Dante! Despite being summoned as the accused, you, Ryunosuke Naruhodo, presented an excellent case. Thank you. It's an absolute joke. The use of evidence and deduction to unravel the truth is a modern methodology. After all, it has only been a few short decades since our country opened its doors to the wider world. But the Western ideas of science are rapidly gaining acceptance here. I feel sure that science will soon bring new methods of investigation and new procedures of justice. A new future of law awaits, but what it will look like cannot begin to imagine. That is for the young to pursue. Kazuma Asogi. Yes? After this trial, you are set to embark on a journey of discovery to the illustrious British Empire. Learn all you can, absorb everything of the wider world that you are able to. The use of evidence is a new method. Who will go down in history as the dumbest trial error? Hey, we're just getting started. This is the first trial. Learn all you can, absorb everything of the wider world that you are able to. And do not forget to fulfill the mission imposed upon you. Wait, what? Huh? I understand, Your Excellency. Wait, what? What was that about? Why do you look so grave all of a sudden? Yeah, I'm right. There could be. There's probably going to be a dumber trial. Never mind. As for you, Naruhodo. Oh, yeah? In you, I sense, how can I put it, unusual potential. I very much look forward to seeing how you carry that onwards. He's going to be a spy? A honeypot? They're going to use the sexy anime Bishi to lure in. Thank you, Your Excellency. Okay. Did we finish the trial? Am I free? You guys wanna stop here and do another one? Oh, let's try to finish this out, I guess. It is time to deliver the final verdict. I hereby find the defendant, Ryunosuke Naruhodo, not guilty! Poggers! Yay! Oh my god, the sakura petals falling from the ceiling! So silly. Yay! My hot Bishonen couldn't possibly be a spy. This court is now adjourned. Let's do another trial real quick. Oh my god. That was so long, you guys. So how long does it take to play this game? What's the playtime on this? Great Ace Attorney. How long to beat? 30 hours? What if you're like reading it out loud? Wait a second. Oh no, hold on. 60 hours. Leisure is 87 hours? Okay, maybe if I read faster. Okay, 2:46 p.m. on the same day. I can't believe it. I can't believe what's happened. Glad to know the court keeps nets of sakura petals tied up the whole trial to celebrate the verdict like confetti. Yay, it's your birthday. Happy birthday. Oh my god. Okay. I made it. I defended myself and made it through that horrendous trial. Ryunosuke, you finally pulled it off. Congratulations. Well, I couldn't have done it without you. Thank you, Kazuma. No, it was a pleasure to watch you at work. Yeah, you don't get to have a criminal record. You think I read the first and second games together. Oh. 10 cases, 87 hours. Okay. Yeah, that sounds about right, actually. 10 cases, 87 hours. Creamy, can you move? So you owe me... Creamy, I can't see. You owe me an extra large sukiyaki from the place on Yume University Street. Don't forget. Good afternoon. All your hard work has certainly paid off. Who is this now? Oh, it's her. Congratulations to both of you for proving Naruhodo-san's innocence. Ah, our trusty judicial assistant. You worked hard for that result too, you know. Thanks for the follow, Himikyo. Oh no, I didn't do anything. Thank you so much! If we hadn't had that research report of Miss Brett's, I don't know how things would have turned out. Your kind words should really be for my father. Hello. I was simply doing as he asked. It was his idea for me to go to the university and investigate. If this game is like other ones, future cases will have investigations before trial where you walk around, talk to characters, and gather evidence. Is that how it works? Your father? Ah yes, of course. Mikotoba. The guy who's fucking Herlock Sholmes. Forgive me for... Okay, bloody goodbye. I love repeating myself, said this game. Speaking of Mikotoba... Ah, there you are. I believe congratulations are in order. Naruhodo, you did an excellent job. Thank you, Professor. Oh no, it is I who should be thanking you. Was that the hamster song? I think it's from Disney's Robin Hood, actually. Can we have a case about someone jaywalking across the street led to a bank robbery? So is she the token love interest they have to use to pretend there's no gays here? The beard, if you will. Creamy, move your fat ass. If you didn't walk around and investigate, then this trial was short compared to how they normally are. Really? Oh no, it is I who should be thanking you. After all, your efforts exposed a true criminal that took the life of my good friend. Good friend? Oh yeah, he was friends with the doctor. It was you who actually invited Dr. Wilson to Yume University, wasn't it? Yes, that's right. Oh! Professor Mikotoba studied overseas himself. He went to study forensic medicine in Great Britain. Presumably, that's when you met Dr. Wilson. Exactly. In those days, we worked together in the same hospital. Oh, you worked together. The criminal who has walked away and is currently fucking a pardon out of the judge. Zali. I've never heard you mention that before. Well, it was a long time ago now. Besides, it's your turn, Asogi. Oh. Great Britain is a magnificent country. It leads the world. Not anymore. In science, medicine, engineering, culture, and of course in law. Watch and learn, my boy. See what's happening in the world's largest melting pot. I will. I'll learn all that I can. Kazuma set his sight on England to become the next Hokage. Stop! I swear on this, the spirit of the Asogi clan. She'll suck him off while the swan reaches around to his other end. We have to end this stream. I need to lie down. My head hurts. You're not taking that sword to Great Britain, are you? Of course I am! Oh no, a Japanese man's katana is his soul. The blade shows me where I need to go. And cuts down anything that's in my way. He doesn't fool you. Back in the day, Japanese people went to foreign schools because it was way easier to get degrees in the UK and the US. Kinda true. Yes, I've definitely seen how sharp it is already with my own eyes. He assaulted that guy, that's right. That reminds me, what's happened to the woman? To Giselle Brett, I mean. After all, she's guilty of murder. Ah yes, her. It's not easy to tell you this, but... What do you mean? Surely she's going to face trial herself now. She's a true culprit after all. She will be leaving Japan in the very near future. For Shanghai. What? Shanghai? Giselle Brett will not appear in court again in this country, I'm certain of that. Why not? It's a matter of consular jurisdiction. Oh, the cop! It was a hard-fought battle in the courtroom today. Very impressive to watch. I must congrat- But what's all this about consular jurisdiction? We cannot try this particular foreigner for her crimes here in Japan. What? We can't try her? But then, who's going to bring her to justice? A British consular court will hear her case somewhere far away where our voices can't be heard. Okay, to be fair though, she killed a British guy. So like, it's their problem, right? Let them deal with it. Oh, but the problem is that she tried to frame me. Now that's a crime. Yeah, that is a crime and we can't try her for that, so that's a problem. But why a consular court? Professor, I simply don't understand. Huh? You're not going to be a very good lawyer then. Justice! I thought consular courts were a thing of the past now that we've signed the friendship treaty. Yes, in normal circumstances, you're right. Then, so long as this is not a serious incident of a highly political nature to our respective governments, they can't invoke a consular court just like that. Oh, can't they? Yes, she's a student, but it doesn't justify our governments making secret agreements about her fate, does it? Friendship treaty, more like friend zone treaty. Something strange is going on. It goes all the way to the top, Kazuma. So Miss Brett can't be held accountable for her actions here in Japan. I'm afraid that for the young student, today's trial was nothing more than a game all along. There was never any danger of comeuppance for her. I don't believe it. The British government's Foreign Affairs Ministry has demanded that we hand over custody of Miss Brett. They're obviously taking this case of a foreign student committing murder very seriously. But it's all going to change from now on. We can make it change. This is a time of great turmoil. I can't see Cookie. This new era heralded by the start of the 20th century. You bet she'll disappear. One day, I have no doubt that woman will receive the judgment she deserves. Yes, change is coming. And we're the ones driving it. This game is really mixing dates. The entire 19th century is just a day in this. Well, I think that's enough seriousness for now. This evening calls for a celebratory drink. But Professor... You're right. This is no time for gloomy faces. People fall overboard all the time. We should be celebrating the not guilty verdict. Let's start having some fun. In the bedroom. In that case, might I suggest La Carnival? He wants me to go to the murder restaurant where they tried to frame me for a crime. As the head waiter, I should be delighted to provide you with ample food and drink that I have coughed in because I have tuberculosis. You're a detective, aren't you? He's really selling it. Let's not worry about details for now. Oh my god. To La Carnival, will you accompany us, Professor? Of course! The food is second to none. Wow, is he gonna serve us steak? Look at this guy shilling his restaurant even now. I shall go and attend to the paperwork for Naruhodo-san's release. Instead of Japanese jail, she's going to Scotland Yard for prison. Oh yes, thank you. With carbonated water and steak. Oh, let's all have a drink. So Giselle Brett won't be tried here. I suppose that means I'll never know. I'll never find out why she killed Dr. Wilson. Yeah, we never did get the motive. Kazuma. Yes? I just wanted to say thanks again, that's all. You really saved my skin today. Ha ha ha! I didn't do a thing. You were the lawyer in there, weren't you? That defense was all your own work. Your skills made the difference, though. One day, I bet you'll be the best lawyer in the world. I'm not so sure about that. You bet the swan made her do it like the baby did, huh? To be honest, something kept occurring to me over and over again during that trial. I couldn't help thinking that maybe you're the one destined to become a great lawyer, not me. What? Come on, be serious. If I helped you today, it was only right at the very start of the trial. But you have a natural talent for it. For being a defense lawyer, I mean. Oh no, not me! All that tense verbal combat. I never want to go through that ever again. The swan is her shadow. After that, you think you didn't drink. I did what you told me to do after all. Because, that's all. Because I knew I could trust you. That's the point. Sorry? What do you mean? Listen. Do you know what the most crucial weapon is that any lawyer needs in order to win? Knowledge of the law? No. The ability to believe. To believe? To believe what? A defense lawyer has to fight for his clients. He has to believe in them at all times. Like you believed in me when I said I didn't do it. I'm human, just like you. I don't have some superhuman ability to know the truth. But you have to make a choice about what to believe in and stick to it when you're defending someone. Sometimes in the courtroom, you can really be backed into a corner. But being able to remain faithful to what you chose to believe in even then, well, that's not something that anyone can do. It takes a special kind of person. Believing in your client. Through the power of friendship and pointing the finger. You vaguely remember her saying she did it because he had a dentist appointment tomorrow. Oh, it's a long story. Because you came in a little bit late. Somebody explain! Just look at today's trial. I'm a student lawyer with precious little real experience, but you never stopped believing in me. Well, you face seemingly hopeless situations time and time again, but you never stopped looking for the truth. And in the end, you found it. Through your own efforts, and because you never stopped believing in me. Thanks, Kazuma. Alright. Oh, I'm tired, you guys. When can we stop? Is there a stopping point? There's something I want to ask you, actually. Well, it's a favor, really. Something very important to me. It sounds serious. What is... Ah, you're still here, are you? Oh, Inspector Hosonaga. I've arranged some rickshaws for us. Let's go. Thank you. We'll be right there. You think he found the truth mostly through plot armor? It was the tutorial case. Let's pick up this conversation again later. We should be celebrating right now. Your first court victory. Yay! My first. And your study tour to Great Britain. Don't forget. Ah yes, that too. How cliche of them. Someone interrupts the confession. Oh no. So my very first trial came to an end. Ah, Kazuma. Professor Mikotoba. Susato-san, who acted as my assistant. And this guy, the cop, Inspector Hosonaga, who didn't really play much of a part, but still. It was because of the help and support of all these people that I managed to get through that trial. But more importantly, Kazuma hadn't yet managed to ask his favor of me. Oh no, what does he want? In one of the previous games, there's a trial where you prove that your client is not guilty when he was actually guilty, and then later in the same game, you prove that he did the previous crime as evidence that he didn't commit the next one. That's pretty interesting. While you studied the law, I studied the blade, even though knives are illegal in England. Alright. Little did I realize just how much it would... Cookie, move! Just how much it would change my life. Alright, are you guys... Is this... And we did it! We did it! Yay! I'm the sound of one hand clapping. Because it can't see the hand that's wearing the wrist brace. Alright. Yay! Alright. Cookie's such a good cat. So... we continue next time? Right? I saved, right? I saved. Right? Well, it's not letting me save again, so I presume I saved. Okay. It's midnight, I don't want to start another one now. So, next stream, earliest Could be Thursday. I think I might want to take Thursday off and do Friday, Saturday instead. Does that work for you guys? Let's go back. Let's go back over here first. Hello. Oh. I have a ghost behind me. Where did that ghost come from? Here we go. There's a ghost. Do a tsundere real quick. No. Maybe. Anybody want to give this man a tsundere? Anyone? Want to give this man a tsundere? Okay. What is it? She's fucking, there's a ghost here too! Oh my god, the ghost is everywhere. Get her out of here. Okay. The real Shino piloting the fake one. Can you get Cookie away for a couple of minutes? I'm just trying to end the stream. Alright. No sleep? Huh? What are you doing here? What? This stream? Well, it's not like I'm streaming for you or anything. Baka! Alright. It's quite soft today, isn't it? Or is it really loud? Oh, I'm in the wrong place. Is that better? Closing up. Alright. You redeemed it for you? You didn't specify, it's too late. You should have been more clear. Okay. So if you enjoyed the stream, join Discord to see when the next stream will be. The Discord events have the time converted into your time zone, so it's very convenient. He did specify. Oh, too bad. Too bad. Too bad! You gave it to someone else. I'm sorry, I cheated you. You can bully no sleep. You also follow my Twitter. I don't really tweet that much though, so like, I don't know, don't bother. Okay, and then let's rate somebody, I think. He got stick bugged. Who is streaming right now? Who is streaming right now? It's not Ari today, right? I think I looked at Ari's schedule and it said she was not streaming today. So, thanks Katawa. Let's see. How's about Pinbun's playing Inscription. You guys down with Inscription? I know there's some fans of Inscription in here. How about that? Let's do Pinbun. Okay. You laughed too much this stream. I'm really glad. I also had a really good time, so okay. I'll see you guys on Friday. Yeah, Friday. Should be Friday. Okay. Bye bye everyone. Thank you for the stream. See you. Thanks Maple. Thanks Maki. Thanks Raze Runner and Rose, Hammy, Roomkeeper, Sticky, Chono, Fairwiz, Alzoras, Santoro, and Zali. Roomkeeper, did I say that already? Sat Cat. No Sleep, Emily, Arkland, Katala. Good night.